Brooklyn Squad. Let me put the link and stuff while I got time. I'm grateful for Stay Dangerous. He told me how to put the link. Oh, I think I could put it over here now. There we go. Somebody's already in here. I love y'all. Okay. Um, I, I. I'm upset. I'm upset. I am upset because I just watched a father, okay? Boy. Share how the feds, the FBI, I'm sorry, the FBI and the police is not helping him at all. Daniel Robinson. Daniel Robinson has been missing, what is it, guys, a year? I don't have a lot on this case. Shout out to myself, Chi-Chi, Chachi, Patricia. Hi, Patricia. You subscribe, Patricia? Subscribe and hit thumbs up, girl. Ow. So shout out to my sub, Chi-Chi, because Chi-Chi Chachi. I love that name. I just think she's so adorable. I love her accent. Oh my gosh, it's awesome. Okay, so she wanted me to touch base on the story. And of course, I just got off a live like 2 hours ago, so I didn't get to do so much on it. So I cannot bring a whole bunch to the table, if I don't really know a lot on it. But I did find Daniel's father's YouTube channel, and I did look over some stuff, and whew, this really made me angry because we already know how Jelani's case with the FBI and the cops not doing shit. That's Chicago. I've heard about how Chicago, how they get down like that, the cops and stuff. But Arizona, wow. Wow. Daniel's father, I just heard this man, this strong man, okay, a veteran at that, just like Jelani's mother, veteran, and the FBI and cops does not want to help him find his son after he fought for us as being a veteran, being in the army. You know how y'all know how y'all seen the wars on TV and stuff like that. Imagine you in it. Your family don't know if you're gonna come home alive or not. So this man, and I don't want to keep saying this man, Daniel Robinson's father has fought for us. Patricia. And the police could care less. Patricia, have you heard about the Daniel Robinson case? What is your input on that? You want to come up here? You're welcome to come up, Mama. Because I just heard the father plead out and just say that the cops and the FBI is not helping him. His son went missing. It's been a year and some change now. They found his clothes, just like Jelani. They found his wallet, just like Jelani. They found his vehicle, just like Jelani's, but they can't find him. And that's not like Jelani's, because they did find Jelani's body, unfortunately. But the monsters who did it are still out there. And justice for Jelani Day also. Cha cha cha. Okay, cha cha. Everything's all right, cha cha? You just got a little fire thing, like a relaxing thing outside. You say you tended a fire outside your home. What happened? Cha cha, is everything all right at the house? Let me know. Okay. Oh, girl, don't scare a sister like that. Shit. When you said fire, tending a fire outside my home. Whew. Okay, you good. Okay. I looked up Daniel. I can't there was only was so much because I just got off live a few minutes ago, like a few hours ago. But I did look it up. And let me tell you, Cha Cha, I am so angry right now. I just heard Daniel Robinson's father say on his YouTube channel, I found his YouTube channel, that the FBI and the police in Arizona would not help him. They are not doing anything. Now, Chicago, I can expect that with the cops, but not the FBI in Chicago. But I've heard shady shit with the police in Chicago, even with the Kanika Jenkins case. But Arizona, I'm shocked. I am like, whoa. Now I can't talk much about this because I'm just now looking up, but I can tell you how I feel about it. And I want to know what y'all think too. Okay. He said they found his clothes, they found his wallet, just like Jelani. They found Jelani's clothes and wallet too. And they found the vehicle, his Jeep. He had a Jeep. But they can't find his son. Hi, Jazzy. How are you? No, this is my first time hearing about Daniel. This is your first time? I've heard about it, bits and pieces, Patricia. But over here we were so much into the Jelani case, so I didn't really, But there isn't no updates with Jelani, and I'm still gonna always talk about Jelani's case on this channel, okay? But there is other people that are missing, and if you read Brooklyn Squad is now to Brooklyn Squad Real Life Drama. Oh shoot! I also forgot to put something down below. I also started my podcast. Yes, y'all. Okay, I started my first podcast. I wish I could send it to y'all. I don't know if I could send it. You know what? I could play it though. I could play it. I could play it so you guys could listen to it. But it's a little long, so maybe I want to do some more work on it, but I will play it for you guys. Maybe not today though. Let me do some more work on it though. But it's wow. Yeah. I don't know. I might play it today. Let's see how many more people come in the chat. Um so his father said that let's hear what his father had to say.
They had to go find this person and look for him. And they were doing everything they can. Let it be one of their loved ones, their child, a police officer's child. You think they're gonna be making excuses about freaking resources? No, they're not. They'll be out there every day, day, night, everywhere. I'll burn up all kind of tax money to go find this person. That's the kind of stuff I'm expecting them to do for my son. My son is just as important as any of their officers or any of their damn children. He's just as much as important as they are. And
can y'all hear him?
It's a damn shame that I've been here since June the 26th doing their job. Money, a job that we paid them to do. Money they collected to feed their families and stuff. And they're not doing that. But then I got Chief Hall accusing me of holding back evidence. Why the hell you ain't get no fucking evidence? Excuse my expression. Why you ain't gonna get your evidence of your own? If I was holding back evidence, why you ain't gonna get no evidence? I don't hold back no evidence. I've been turning over things to this department until I start realizing, I say, what the hell are you doing, David? You don't work for these people. These people ain't even trying. They're not even trying to come out there to help you. They see me out there every week. I don't even so much to see a patrol car pass on Sun Valley Parkway when we're out there. They don't care. But they'll put it in that police report, all these bogus ass stuff they writing that they've done, and they didn't. The man just said it on live. I've been on live interview that day, and he said they have never been to that well site my son missing with those cadaver dogs looking for Daniel. They haven't. So why you can write something like that in a report and you know you didn't do certain things? So I call that BS on their police report. You can write the hell you want to write. It don't mean it's facts. So the problem is, and I tell people all the time, do not believe everything you read or the police department tell you. Because they'll tell you anything just to make you feel good. Hell yeah, we've been out there to that search. Hell yeah, we looked for that jar of jelly. Yeah, we sure did. And they're right on a piece of paper. And people give the police department the benefit of the doubt because they're supposed to be the police and supposed to be doing the right thing. They don't all the time. That's why you got to question them. There's nothing wrong with questioning the police. They are not your mama. They are not your daddy. They work for you. You need to question them. If there's your employee, like you are their boss, you ask this employee what the hell you was doing. You didn't show me. I need to see what you're doing. Sometimes you have to micromanage their ass. And that's what I'm doing. And that's what I'm out here for, is to make sure they do what they're supposed to do.
Ooh, child. Did y'all hear that? At least some of it. Did y'all get to hear it? He is furious, and I don't blame him. And this is how he needs to be. There's a well out there. Okay, first of all, I didn't know that his son went missing on his job site. I thought his son went to work and went to go hang out in the desert just to look at, just to view things and relax and stuff. And I didn't know that was his job site. That was his work site that he went missing from. There's wells out there that the cops did not even want to search. Okay. Hi, purple and gold. Ow. Hey, baby. How you feeling today? Purple and gold. So we talking about Daniel Robinson. And I just played a little audio of David Robinson, which is Daniel's father. Shout out to Chachi because she brought this to my attention about him and she wanted me to check it out. We was on live earlier, just talking about a little about everything, and I had got off and I'm back on because I'm a little frustrated how I'm shocked and I'm upset because, like I said a few minutes ago, and I'll say it again, I'm not surprised with Chicago cops not doing nothing about Jelani's case because their ass is out there. Okay, I've noticed how they did with the Kanika Jenkins case, and I've heard different scenarios with police in Chicago. Now the Fed, the FBI is another story, but the cops. But when it comes to Arizona police, I'm very shocked that they're doing the same shit that the police in Chicago is doing about Jelani's case, which is nothing. Nothing. They're not doing anything to help Daniel's father. Yes, I've heard about that case. I was wondering if you were coming on this weekend. You was? Because y'all be looking at, notice I wasn't on for like a few days, like 2 days, right? But I was in other people's stuff looking around and stuff. Because the Jelani case, I've been digging and digging and digging and digging and digging. I wasn't sleeping. I was up 24 hours, straight 24 hours, not sleeping. And I think that it finally took a toll on me and I just dropped. I felt so weak and fatigued. I said, I can't, like, I needed to take my time out for a minute. But listen, I don't disappear now. Y'all know I be seeing y'all, and shout out to Stay Dangerous and making it go viral. I saw y'all up in there showing them some love. That's what's up, Hey, baby Jay. What a baby. Go, baby. Happy Saturday to you too, baby. Ow. Yes, positive energy. And always blessings. Me and Checha was talking about gratitude earlier. Yeah, baby, we're talking about the Daniel Robinson. Like I said, I'm just now getting into this. Only like an hour and something ago because we was on live earlier, and one of our Brooklyn squads, Che, shout out to her. She told me about it, and she really wanted me to take a look at it. Sometimes sometimes you do need a minute. Ooh, yes, honey. Purple. I was like physically, mentally drained. I was just gone, literally gone. You have no idea. I was like literally gone. And I started my podcast too. So I'm glad a little more of y'all is coming in because maybe I will play my podcast for y'all. I wish I knew how to put stuff on the screen so that y'all could see it, like making it viral did. Remember how she was showing y'all the Jelani thing on the screen? And then I could still talk to y'all. I don't know how to do that. But I know I'm going to learn, though. Somebody going to teach me. She'll probably teach me. Not probably. I know she will teach me if I ask. His name is Cody Beesball. But the police and the community are all looking for him. Huh? Who's Cody? Who's Cody, mama? Y'all lost me. Did I miss something? Patricia, who's Cody? Anybody know who Cody is? What she's talking about? But yes, and yes, that brother has been left behind. I know his father needed a lot of help. I wish Carmen would reach out to Daniel's father. Baby, wow. great minds think alike. I was thinking the same thing when I was in my room. I had my laptop, I left the laptop out here and I had my phone. And I'm listening to what he's saying because he has his own YouTube channel. That was smart. That was smart. Shout out to David Robinson, Daniel's father. That was smart because he know that YouTube is more, it'll push it more out there than the freaking news or the cops would. You know what I mean? So that was really smart of him. I don't know who is Cody. Can someone tell me who Cody is? Y'all gonna make me just search them. Been searching and searching for. Oh, I know the restaurant that he took the picture with the girls. I know the restaurant. Well, I have to go back and look, but in the Jelani Day group, right? Oh, Cody is a little boy that's missing. Since when? Oh my God. Y'all serious? Oh, where's my pen? I left it there. Nope. Usually I have my pen and paper out here. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to go get my pen and paper. Cody is a little boy that we're missing. Listen, he's missing from Virginia. Since when? The Jelani Day group, right? On Facebook. Go and sign up there. The sign is easy. All you're doing is hitting a link. Like basically that's it, really. Go and sign up there. The restaurant that Jelani took that picture to, put that picture at, one of the girls is in that chat. She works there. I asked her if she seen Jelani, if she knew Jelani, if she seen him that day. She said no, she don't know him, and he's 4 years old. She don't know him, and she wouldn't recognize him because she'd be so busy and stuff. I like how could you not recognize him? He stands out. He's the only black guy there with a whole bunch of white girls. Like, come on. But I'll get you the name of that restaurant. I'm not on Facebook. You're not on Facebook? All right. I'm gonna go on there later. You know what, baby? I think you're right. But I don't know definitely yet. But I'm gonna go because I was asking the girl questions, okay? I'm gonna go back on Facebook later tonight and I'm gonna look for that particular chat because there's a whole bunch of chat. The chat that we was talking about, and I'm gonna try to find that girl and find the name of the restaurant. Matter of fact, I got my cell phone here. Why don't I just do that now? But before I do that, yes, I do want to say I think that's a smart idea that he made this YouTube channel. And let me tell y'all something else. I also think that Carmen should reach out to him and they need to work together because you got both attractive, young, smart men, 25, 23, okay, who has something going for themselves. And Jelani was murdered. I'm not gonna say deceased. Jelani was murdered, and Daniel is. We can't. He can't. He can't be found. Like, where is he? What about the father said that he did that? Someone saw Daniel there. I think it was one of his friends or something, and he said, "Oh yeah, I seen Daniel. He was just looking like a little lost, looking up to the sky, and then he went in his car and he waved." That didn't sound right to me at all. Fame, baby, golden, purple and gold. Meet you, yes. Looks familiar. Looks familiar. Yeah. I was gonna say medical, but that's why I was like, I'm gonna go back on Facebook and I'm gonna look. But she already got it. Thank you, purple and gold. I'm so loud. um, didn't I catch it? What did y'all think about that? The ones that did hear the Daniel Robinson the missing Daniel Robinson, when the father said that someone saw him and said, oh, he looked like he was lost, a little lost, like he was dazed out. And then he waved and then got in the car and left. What y'all think about that? I think that's bullshit. Now, I don't know the case that well. I'm just looking into it. But when you see something and you just feel that that right here, that's like something don't sound right. It just don't feel right. You know that inner feeling, like if your higher power telling you like that's that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like watch out. You know what I'm saying? I think the cops should be investigating that witness. Okay? I think the cops should be. Well, first of all, the cops ain't doing their damn job anyway. We need to sign. There's a petition going around. I'm gonna get all the information later. I'll come back on or tomorrow or whatever and put that petition up and the numbers and everything up, because we gotta push this just like we're pushing for Jelani. We have to. We have to. We need to push this like we push it for Jelani. When did that little boy go missing? When did that baby go missing? I hate to hear when kids go missing. I mean, I hate to hear anybody go missing, but with kids, it's just like, oh boy. This is gonna be another sleepless night. Cody. Somebody wanna come up here on in live chat? Come up here with me. Purple and gold. You want to come up here with me? Or baby? Baby. Baby. Let's hear what else his father got to say.
And I'm still having a hard time to get them to do that. Still having a hard time. So I just want to say that does not know I sound like I'm very angry, because I am. There's a lot. It takes a lot for me to not explode the way that I could. It takes a lot for me to not say some things that I would like to say to this department, you know?
I know that's right.
So it takes a lot, because like I said, if I was to get all emotional and I was to lose focus of what I'm trying to do, they're not going to go look for my son. They don't give a damn. They can say that. It's almost like what Jesus said to Yeshua said to the people, to his disciples or his followers. Hey, they honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me. Yeah, they can say it all they want to. Oh, we care. Like Chief Hall did on that CNN interview, we had a smirk on his face. You can say that all you want to. Oh, his father from... No, you don't care. When last time I saw you out there, Chief Hall, in my searches? Only time I ever saw Chief Hall in the search, he came out there the day after, the search after my son vehicle was recovered, just to deceive me and my daughter, deceive the volunteers. He volunteered, came out there and with his truck and got out and said, hey, y'all want to know where this vehicle was found? Hell yeah, I want to know. How come y'all showing me on a search in front of a whole bunch of people that didn't have enough decency?
Baby, what you talking about? Wait, I don't think he was stalking the girl who he delivered the food and alcohol to. I think she and her friend were drunk and messed with Daniel's head, being flirty. I'm so lost. What y'all talking about? Which Daniel? Y'all talking about this Daniel? Daniel Robinson? Stalking what girl? Come on now, y'all gotta let me know what y'all talking about. Baby, what you talking about? Yeah, I definitely got to get into this case more. Y'all got me lost. I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all, I don't know. Well, can I join the chat? Shit. Oh, you heard that part, right, Purple? You too shy. That's okay. But I want to know what y'all talking about. Y'all said I don't think he was stalking the girl he was delivering the food from, alcohol too. I think she and her friend were drunk and messing with Daniel's head. Are we talking about Daniel Robinson? Because if y'all talking about Daniel Robinson, I'm a little lost because I thought he was out there on the job site. Well, it is a shame that the cops is not doing the damn thing. Oh, yes, y'all talking about. Oh, wow. Did he work at a restaurant also? Oh, so he was a delivery driver too? Okay, so I really got to get into this case because I don't know what's going on. I'm really okay. I'm so confused right now. I'm so confused. Somebody got to come up here, baby. Come up here with me. I already put the link down there. But y'all got to let me know what's going on. Welcome to Brooklyn Squad, real life drama. Please hit thumbs up. Also subscribe to this channel. You're going to want to subscribe. I'm telling y'all. Please subscribe to this channel and hit thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. And Purple and Gold said drop the link. I did drop the link. Shit, I'm going to try this again now. All right, let me see. The link is right there. You don't see it? Who else is a mod? One of my mods. Can y'all drop the link for them? I'm gonna try to drop it again. See, I learned something different today, y'all. Y'all wasn't here, y'all. Nah. I learned something different today. Copy, baby. Copy. Copy, baby. Copy. Drop the link. Boom. Ba-boom. Ba-boom. I dropped it. Oh, there she go. Okay. Jenny from the block. Hi. I can't hear her. Jenny. My skin, not good. I've been calling the doctor and I'm gonna call her again Monday. I might just go up there because shit, you know. And the little bit of cream that they gave me, this little thing like this is gone already, and I gotta wait till the 15th to get the other script. I mean, to get a refill on it. It's just a hot mess. I took a nice hot shower today, a nice warm shower, and I just put Vaseline all over my body, Vaseline in my hair and everything. The Vaseline makes it peel off.
Yeah, it's that sleuthing. When you sleuth your skin, it'll shed a lot of that.
Yeah, that's what it's doing, but
But anyway, so Brooklyn, about Daniel, why I was saying that was because they originally said that he was doing that. What is that Uber thing where you deliver the food? Like you know what I mean? What is it called?
Yes.
What is that called,
I know exactly
you guys?
what you're talking about.
Anyway, he supposedly got a delivery to go deliver food and I guess some alcohol to this chick, and her girlfriend invited Daniel into the house, and like they were like all drunk and whatever, and were flirting with him and all this other mess. And then right before that had happened, his coworkers were saying like, or no, after that happened, he was telling his parents like he was all in love and stuff, right? And telling his coworkers and stuff like that. And nobody really knew what he was talking about. And then the day he went missing, he had gone to work, and then his coworker said he was acting kind of weird and split, right? But they supposedly he went a certain direction, and then they found the Jeep or whatever. But what was interesting about this case was his sister had made a comment saying that he had showed up at her house, and he showed up and went and sat down in her living room and didn't speak, and then just got up and left, like not a word.
Okay,
like not a word.
So Daniel was an Uber driver.
Not Uber. It's like when you deliver the food.
I thought that was Uber too. That's not.
Well, yeah, you can have Uber driver or Uber Eats. That's what it's called. Uber Eats.
Right.
Like here, like I don't know how it is out there, but in Cali, it's like Uber Eats and this and that.
It's like that up here.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, so supposedly he had did a delivery to this chick's spot, and that the girl had her girlfriend there, and they were drinking, and that they had invited him in or whatever. And I guess I don't know. Maybe they were flirting with him or messing with his head or whatever. But there was some kind of a statement where he had supposedly texted her and said, "Can I come pick up my my tarp or my tent or camper or something he had left over there?" And the girl supposedly was saying like, "I don't appreciate you coming to my house unannounced." And it was like, I don't know. I think the girl was drunk and didn't remember everything she said to him. But supposedly he had like tried to contact this girl, and she started saying like, "I'm not comfortable with you coming by my house, and I'm not comfortable with you texting me." And then, yeah, the whole situation happened. He showed up at work. He was acting a little weird. And then, boom, the whole thing when he was missing. And then when they found his vehicle, supposedly, now this is what's weird because it makes me think of Jelani, is that Daniel's clothes were found in the Jeep. And I thought that was weird.
Wow.
So that means he's running around the desert with no clothes on, right?
I heard, yeah. I didn't know if it was found in the Jeep. I just heard that because today, I'm going to be honest with you. This is the first time I'm really looking at his dad's video when he's talking about it on his YouTube channel. I've heard about Daniel Robinson, a little teeny bitsy here and there, but I was doing the Jelani, you've been watching
here.
It was all, we was all working with the Jelani, Justice for Jelani, but there's no updates with Jelani. And this channel is now real life drama. So we have to cover all.
100%. You have to cover everything. But I do think, so when I said that I wish Carmen would reach out to Daniel's father, is because they seem to have felt that they ran into the same roadblocks looking for their sons. You know what I mean? And I found that kind of interesting. But what I did find interesting in Daniel's case was the Jeep supposedly had rolled. And when you look at the picture of the actual damage to the Jeep, it almost looks like the front, like something hard. It didn't look like the windshield got smashed by rolling. It actually looked like it was hit on the outside, almost like somebody either threw a rock at his car or, like something. It's some guy on YouTube did an analysis on his Jeep. And they also said that like a bunch of extra miles was on his vehicle after it had rolled. They said that it looked like it had been started like 11 times after it had already crashed. Like, you know what I mean? Like somebody kept trying to start the ignition. So it's just weird.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I heard they found his wallet, his clothes.
But what does that sound like to you? Don't that sound familiar?
Yes. When I heard they found his wallet and clothes and all this and that, and him being like naked out there, I'm just like, and I said that a few minutes ago. I said, okay, they found his wallet just like Jelani. They found his clothes just like Jelani. They found the vehicle just like Jelani, but they didn't find him. And that's not like Jelani. Unfortunately, you know, it's sad. It's messed up because I'm very surprised that I'm not shocked when it comes to Chicago cops being shady and don't want to help Carmen. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen what they did with the Kanika Jenkins case. And I've heard little bits and pieces about how the cops, how the police is out there. But I'm very surprised Arizona police.
Well, Arizona's a red state, you know what I mean? So, I mean, Chicago's got the history of, you know, gangsters and Irish crooked cops for, you know, forever and a day. But Arizona's a red state. So, you know, you're dealing with a different, you know, type of situation.
I'm kind of surprised that they wouldn't want to help. And the FBI either?
I guess we have to understand what, I mean, this is just a question in general. Like, what is our idea of helping, right? Because if you're in the middle of an investigation, you're going to keep certain things or evidence close to the vest. So you have to kind of ask yourself, what does it mean to actually be helping? They're not going to tell everything anyway.
No, I was just listening to what the dad was saying on one of his videos.
Well, they had a chopper out the night that Daniel was called missing.
Because the dad was saying that the police haven't done nothing. He's the one that's been doing everything.
Right.
Oh, what happened?
Had reached out to him.
Okay, you there? Okay.
And used, you know, some kind of a, you know, like just used, you know, both their situations to call to action, you know, because they're so similar.
Yes, they are. I think that's a wonderful idea. They need to get together.
Yeah, it would be good. It would be good.
It really would.
I don't know.
Wow. Oh.
Yeah. But
have they talked to the girls?
From what I understand, I don't remember who even did the video. I believe the girl was questioned because like her text messages were put out at some point, like saying like, I'm not comfortable with you coming when I'm not announced or you don't announce yourself. But then there was a text that she said he could come by and pick up his tarp. It was like a tarp or like something like that, you know, like a tent. Yeah, it was a tent. So, you know, I mean, here's the thing. You go back and you think about Jelani's case, you know, with the two girls that supposedly found his clothes because they were bored. And they lawyer up. But then you have this girl with Daniel's case, you know, sending, you know, texts back and forth with him 1 minute saying, yeah, come by, I'll leave it outside, to you're on camera, I don't like you showing up at my spot. So it's I don't know.
Wow.
Super sketchy.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Really weird.
Yeah. But I noticed that Purple and Gold had put out that the restaurant of where that picture of Jelani was, I think that restaurant was in Normal or Normal, whatever they call it.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
Mm-hmm.
The girl on the Justice for Jelani chat, she works there. She worked there, and I asked her, I said, well, do you know them? Have you seen them that day? And I'd be too busy. They would have to stand out. Like, how could he not stand out?
What?
He's the only black
she said
guy.
She was too busy to notice a big group of white girls and one black dude.
Exactly.
My question is, was that them celebrating, like ending the quarter, or, you know, what was that celebration? Right. So how could you not notice a party that big? That's your job, is to notice the size of your tables and parties.
And then she said she thinks she was off that day anyway.
She said
I
what?
gotta get her name.
Well, that
I
just
gotta get
seems,
her name.
I don't know, that
Huh?
sounds ridiculous.
It do sound ridiculous. It do
I mean,
sound
that's
ridiculous. And you know, what's his name? Brian, the one who found Jelani's phone.
Mm-hmm.
So cool found the phone. He didn't got him a fiance now. One minute he was single, now he got a fiance. So I messaged her, said, "Hey, can we talk?" And she said she put thumbs up. So when I messaged her again, she didn't respond.
Well, here's my comment is that I think with where Jelani's concerned, I just believe in one thing. When something to this magnitude happens, there's leakage. People talk. Pillow talk happens. You know what I mean? Whoever was involved, you know, other people are going to know bits and pieces of what happened or everything that happened. And people, you don't, certain moves don't happen just randomly, right? So, you know, I just feel like those girls that lawyered up, I mean, obviously it was for a reason, but it's not just because, oh, they found the clothes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense that you're going to lawyer up because you found some clothes and then to sit there and say you were just bored and you decided to go look for him. It just, you know, I don't know. I just honestly, in my heart, I believe that that's not information you can hold in. And so I think, you know, the more leakage that comes out and the more people talk, you know what I mean? Even if they're trying to, you know, steer things a different direction, you just have to listen. You know what I mean? The truth is there. And usually when somebody does stuff like this, they're telling the truth, but they're not. You know what I mean?
I got you. That's what Stay Dangerous was saying. Like, you got to listen.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
No,
you know?
Purple says, let me see. I wonder the same thing. What was the purpose of the dinner? That's what we're trying to figure out. What was the purpose of that big dinner and stuff that Jelani was at? And who took that picture?
Which I think is a valid question. I mean, if that was a class picture, you know what I mean? Like the if that was everybody in the class and they, like, to me, it looked like they were celebrating, like maybe they finished a test or something. You know what I mean? Wouldn't Kara have been there if it was a celebration with the whole entire class? Maybe she's the one that took the picture.
I didn't see her in the picture. Did you? Maybe I missed it.
No, but maybe she was the one that took the picture. She's got her whole entire class celebrating. Well, where was she?
And when was that picture taken?
Supposedly the 23rd.
Oh, the day before?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Right? That's what I said. Oh, shit.
Wow. Maybe you can answer this for me because I am so confused when it comes to Miss Booster, Carol, because she says she texted Jelani Monday, right?
On the 24th, right? Yeah, that would have been the 24th.
Yeah, Monday. She texted him Monday because he had a so-called favor to do. But we see him on camera Tuesday, right? But
so we're told.
Interview, she said he missed 2 days.
Right. Well, that's a huge question because according to, you got to go back and think about what Carmen said when she last spoke to him. Then you have to think about,
which was Monday.
Right. But she's saying that he kept blowing her phone up. To me, that sounded more, I mean, as much as she says, like, okay, I get it. I mean, I've got grown kids and I've got, you know, a younger one. But when you say your kid, you know, that's an adult has, you know, keeps calling you, to me, it made me feel like he was already in a sign of distress. That's just my own opinion. I'm not saying it's facts. It's just, that's what I feel. You know what I mean?
Right. I see what you mean. Yeah, because she said he kept calling her.
Right. And this is, you know, this is a 25-year-old. I mean, my oldest is 31. You know what I mean? I got a 26-year-old and a 14-year-old. You know what I mean? So as if I was getting back-to-back calls or anything like that, and you know your family's routines, right? So,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like if my kids were like, they would never not expect me not to pick up the phone regardless. But if it was a consistent situation, and then you're being told, I just want to hear your voice, that's going to be a huge alarm for me. You know, me personally, I'm not talking about anybody
Me
else,
too,
but
though.
for me,
Especially if
oh man,
they don't usually do stuff like that.
right.
You know.
So for me, I'm already in let's get busy mode. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like something's wrong. Let's get on it. So I found that interesting. So you figure if it's true, because here's my thing. We haven't gotten any confirmation on anything that we really talk about, right? If you look at it from that perspective, there's been no confirmation that that's actually when that picture was taken on the 23rd. We've got no confirmation that, you know what I mean? Like the timeline just isn't quite, like it doesn't make sense. And how come we don't know what the favor was?
Right. She never mentioned that.
You know, we don't know what the favor was. We never got confirmation on what time this supposed meeting was supposed to happen, right? At least that I know of. I could be wrong. But I don't recall anybody confirming what time this meeting was that Jelani was supposed to show up at school for.
1:30.
At 1:30?
I believe
so
it was 1:30.
He's on campus at, what was it, 7:28 or whatever?
Mm-hmm. Long time from 1:30.
I mean, right. And then from the last time being seen and using his card to clock into his computer, he had time. Like, why would he go home and dress into that weird outfit if he knew he had to be somewhere at 1 o'clock?
You know, I'm glad you said go home in that weird outfit, because I was thinking the same thing. I don't know what was up, why he put that outfit on.
I mean, that just looked like an outfit. Like you're just, you know what I mean? Like regardless, y'all can say, well, you know, he dressed this way and he wouldn't be, but he was in an outfit that looked like, I mean, half part of me thought he was in his boxers. Then the other part looked like, you know what I mean? Like you're sitting at home getting high or something. You know what I mean? It was like a total random kickback. Right. Like I'm cleaning the bathtub outfit. Like you don't care if you get it messed up type of thing.
Mm-hmm. You thought I was thinking the same thing. I sure was. I was like, it's kind of, you know, compared to what we saw him in earlier. And then somebody said, why did he dress up to go to the school?
Cha-Cha B, it's me, Baby J. Oh, she was just asking who you were talking to.
Oh, Purple and Gold said, who put it out there? We don't even know who put that picture out there. Something about that picture speaks volume. Who took the picture and who put the picture out there? Wow.
I mean, there's just a lot of unanswered questions, you know, and it's hard because nothing's been really, you know, stamped as facts. Like it's still leaving so many, you know what I mean? And I don't understand why, like, these questions aren't being answered by the people that can. Like, how come? I mean, Carr is not answering anything, you know what I mean? Specifically, like, why were you texting him that late?
Right.
Why were you having that whole conversation? You're a teacher. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I'd feel weird as a mother. You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean? You're texting my kid? Like, right. I just think that's weird.
You know, somebody went on Justice for the chat, the discussion chat that they got on Facebook, because that was a big thing too, that people were like, since when you text when usually you'll get an email?
Right.
So a girl went on there, and you know, she's from college and stuff, and she showed proof that that's the thing that they doing now is texting.
Well, you have to, because it's not only is it security for the student, but it's security for the school. You know what I mean? I mean, granted, we know slimy stuff happens, but you know what I mean? There's still a protocol, and there's still certain things that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, let's just keep it 100. I don't want to go down this rabbit hole too much, but you have to remember, if anything gets out of whack, there goes funding. There goes, you know what I'm saying? Like, it can, so there's rules and things placed, you know, that way for a reason. But like I said, I 31, 26, and 14. Listen, the 14-year-old, the teacher doesn't call me from their personal freaking phone. They call me from the school phone or email. You know what I mean? So I'd be freaking out. I'd be like, what do you mean you're talking to my kid? First of all, at 9 o'clock, and why are you talking to them on a personal, like never. It would just never happen. I'd lose my mind.
Let me ask you a question. Remember when Jelani was in the dispensary, right? And he looked up at that camera. And people kill me when they come on my channel saying, why y'all putting what y'all think theories? Because we don't know what happened.
Right.
So
we don't have any confirmation on anything that we're talking about.
Even the family don't know what really happened. They got theories too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when he looked at that camera, and the first thing I thought was he looked like something happened, like very worried.
I agree. I said that early on. I said that he looked like he was already in distress when he looked at that camera. But again, that's just like you said. That's our own feeling and our own natural instinct. You know what I mean? To me, that was a face of I'm already in distress.
Right.
That's even how I looked at it.
My fiance don't look at cases and stuff like this, but lately, for the last few months, that's all I talk about in this house is Jelani. So I showed him the picture of Jelani looking at the camera, and he said he looked worried, like something's happening right there, like somebody's putting a gun out on him or something.
Well, there's a weird part. You know what, Brooklyn? There's a weird part when you actually see him leaving, and it's in like the actual quotes footage. When he gets out the threshold of the door, right? You kind of see his head kind of nod to the right, but he keeps moving towards the left on the outside lines of the loading zone. You know how that yellow lines are?
Yes.
And then took the left one because you remember his car is parked, you know what I mean, to the left. So as he's kind of lining up walking towards his car, you do actually see once he steps on that last left line of where that loading zone is, you actually do see his right shoulder turn as if somebody yelled his name or he heard a loud noise. Like, you know what I mean? You just like, you know what I'm saying? You hear something and you just like, you look like kind of like, well, what was that?
I gotta check a look at that.
If you go back and you watch it, definitely, because I know when Stay Dangerous was playing it, I kept going back, but then there was a part when he played it all the way through, you see it happen. But then when he slows it down, he cuts it off like right at that point. So you have to watch the one right before that where he plays it all the way through, and you'll see Jelani's right shoulder like make almost a pretty good turn, like as if somebody was calling your name, like, yo, what's up? You know what I mean? Definitely go back and watch it. You'll see it. I'm definitely
gonna watch that again, because I know I heard like a truck or something. I heard that.
Well, yeah, you hear the truck or a motorcycle, and then the dog barking. And if you go back and you look at the video where Carmen and Jesse and Ben and all them are in that cul-de-sac going down to, quote, Lover's Lane, it's weird, but you do hear a dog, and that dog sounds very similar. And the distance of the dog's voice is very similar to what you hear in the video at Beyond Hello or Hello Beyond, whatever it's called.
Cha-Cha's up here with us.
Hey, Cha-Cha.
Hi.
Happy Saturday. Blessings.
Let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. Patricia says, we don't even know who retrieved the body from the river. It definitely was not the police.
Oh, nobody knows who did that? How did that call come in? You know what I mean?
Good question.
That's a good question.
Huh. Wow. She said it definitely was not the police. Interesting. Most schools require you to have a school email address that you communicate with your professors. That's what I thought, like, you email them. Because if you remember when his cousin was on my live when I interviewed her, she said the same thing. She said she just got out of school not too long ago, and it was all emails. You know. You said you can also hear a dog barking. Yeah, I didn't hear that. I gotta take a look at that video again, and I've watched it a few times. You have been personal. You have to have a personal relationship. And I hope they get. Oh my God, this Jelani case is like.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
And I reached out to the uncle again. Sometimes he responds, sometimes he won't. He didn't get back to me about the car because State Dangerous wanted to know with Jelani's car when his grandfather gave it to him, was there a dent there?
Well, that was my question, because when you look at that rear back door, it looks like a body imprint, like a back and a butt of somebody of good size, right? So if Jelani's 6'2" or whatever, and say he was, either being brought out of the car and fighting, or fighting, before it all happened, to me, it looks like a body imprint, like you've been slammed against a car. And usually a man has much, enough physical power to put that type of a dent in it. And I asked that question myself. I said, oh my God, it looks like, a body was slammed up against the car. And according to Jelani's family, we all know that he ain't no punk. He's gonna try to handle his business. But I mean, let's just be real. It certainly wasn't just one person, and it wasn't certainly just, some little white girl. I mean, it was definitely, in my opinion, at least more than one person that might have been involved getting him physically wherever they needed him to be. But that's just my own opinion.
I agree.
And my other thing is, you know what, Brooklyn, what was this whole thing about? Did you ever get confirmation on the dates that Jelani was in Houston? Because even Purple and Gold's asking that, and I agree with her. Do we have any confirmation on that time? Because it went from him only missing 1 day of school to then he's missing a few days of school.
Right, and that's what I'm confused at, because I watched Carol Booster's video over and over and over. You could tell she's lying in the video anyway. I mean, she was
all red and blotchy. She was scared shitless.
But yeah, it went from him missing that 1 day because he didn't supposed to become Tuesday, which we know he did, to him missing 2 days. And that's what I'm confused about.
Ladies, may I say something?
Come on, Cha-Cha.
Okay, can you hear me?
I could hear you. Before it was so low. Now I can hear you.
I can hear you, Cha-Cha.
All right, great. I'm just sort of hopping here because I was in the far distance. It's Bebe, is it? Is that your name?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I was in the far distance, but I could hear you. And it was almost as though I said, oh my God, somebody's thinking exactly as I am. When you were talking about Daniel.
Yeah.
Oh my God, like we could have wrote the same book.
And, wow. Well, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on it?
You said it. I was talking to Brooklyn earlier, and I was trying to give her, a revamp of what I've been observing with his case. And I thought, why does so many things almost equal what we know of what may have happened with Jelani, with the clothes and his ID, and in this case, his phone was there,
right?
Naked, and my God, naked in the desert.
Okay, say it again. Say it again, Cha-Cha. Say it again. In the desert.
Yeah. And it was so weird because they only had that one witness, one eyewitness, and I don't know. Well, I do understand from the dad that there was nothing truly done on behalf of trying to solve this thing. But
Right.
his statements didn't make sense to me. I'm like, what? Okay, first time you
Yeah.
meet him, you guys have a very short conversation, and he rides off into the desert.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that he was in the middle of his workday.
In the middle of a workday. And remember, his
Right.
coworker did. Oh, wait a minute. You know what, Chacha? Did you see where they did that he had gone, like the day before, Daniel had gone into that local like diner restaurant, and that the waitress
Absolutely.
remember seeing him? Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there is another creator who even says who the girl was at when he went through the house to deliver something, and they
Right.
invited him in. He even said the creator, he went in depth about that sort of situation too. It was so eerie. It's almost
Well,
like,
that's
oh,
what's so weird.
yeah. And I thought, well, he's the only one that really has said her name, but she disappeared after that.
She did, but remember, those texts did come out that she supposedly sent, and she went from saying, "Yeah, you can come pick up the tent.
Yeah.
I'll leave it outside," to
Yes.
"I see you on camera, and I'm not comfortable with you showing up at my house unannounced." Now, I
Yeah.
have my own interpretation about stuff like that, but I do think that was weird.
I can't help but think that there is some intertwined involvement there.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
vibes that this man gives of the town itself is kind of like he was an odd bird out of place, but he was there for the purpose. Since he's a geologist, he was in the desert there to
Correct.
make a living.
Right. And I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, to have an African-American male that age, say, close to Jelani's age, if not the same, he's already got a disability that's going to stand out by, his right arm, his right or left arm?
The right.
The right one.
Yeah, I noticed that
and then
too.
it is kind of a quirky, I mean, for me, it's not, because I'm into crystals and stones and gems, but that's not something you hear every day, right? So of course that's going to be not only a unique passion, right? Because that's what he did. But that's gonna stand out. You know what I mean? So it does make me kind of go, okay, what was his surroundings? What were the people he was engaging with? You know what I mean? The fact that he did the Uber Eats or whatever.
Again, the environment. He was definitely in the minority. And he have a friend that lives in Phoenix, and we talk like, but he's there, but he would not say a word when I asked him about that case. He would not say a word.
Really?
And I said, my gosh, we've been friends for 9 years.
Oh, wow.
So I called him on the phone since then, maybe a month after that. And I asked him, what was that about? He asked me, are you going to Vegas? And I said, I'm not sure yet. He said, I'd rather have that conversation when we go to Vegas. It's a bunch of us that go there for a music festival in July. And
okay.
What is this? What is this? And Daniel's dad, he was saying, let me see, I've been in chat with him several times.
Oh, wow. Okay, Chacha.
Yeah.
That's good.
Time,
I did find his YouTube page, Chacha.
Yeah, he even has his personal phone number there. It's like, yeah, and
wow.
Dad does. He lives over the next state from me, and
you know what, Chacha? That's why I was telling Brooklyn, maybe send him a message and maybe ask him if he hasn't already. I don't know, obviously, but maybe to reach out to Carmen and see if they can find some way to unite. And you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, just something's just so wrong. Something's so wrong.
the first private investigator that Dad Robertson had, he had to let him go because there was some shady stuff going on.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I thought, oh, how sad. He's paying this man and he's like a traitor.
Wow.
Well, it's, you know, what's weird is that same thing happened in Orson, you know, Classic and Sincere West case,
Yeah.
where a private PA came out and there was, you know, I don't know exactly what it was, but he ended up bouncing off of it. So, you know, you do have to kind of ask yourself, you know what I mean? Like, I get it. And I know we all have, you know, our feelings of discrepancy with law enforcement and things like that, you know, and I have to be honest about it because my husband used to be a cop. He was a cop in Oakland. You know what I mean? So, you know, there's no question that you have to question everything, I guess is what I'm going to say.
You do.
And I don't think anything could be left off the table. Law enforcement, family, co-workers, all of it. It all has to be put on the table. You know what I'm saying? All of it.
Absolutely.
All of it.
And as I was saying to Brooklyn, I said, you know, between those two cases, I'm like, oh my God, like I'm personally involved there, almost like it's my relative. And what did they go through? What did they do to them? But anyway,
it's heartbreaking, you know.
Yes.
And this is a recovery.
It's heartbreaking, and you know, and I get that. You know, here's the thing: none of us ever want to be in that situation, and I can only imagine. You know, with my loved ones, I like to think that I know myself enough to know how I would move. I hope I never have to make that kind of decision ever on what to do in that kind of a case or scenario. I don't know. I mean, I just sometimes I'm torn because there's a part of me as a human being, as a mother, as a wife.
It's sad.
My perspective is one way, but then I will say, being married to a retired cop, I can understand the dryness of certain things and why they do certain things. So it's a weird mixture. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, and don't get me wrong. I mean, my husband, you know, me and my sister drag him into all these cases.
What does your husband think about the Jelani Day case, baby?
That one he hasn't had really too much to say. In fact, he, like, when all of this was really popping off, he was more focused on retiring. So that's been our situation where, you know, he's finally retiring, and he's actually retired. So
that's good. Congratulations.
But some of these, you know, I will say something. He's very matter of fact. And so if he overhears a case, doesn't matter which ones, how many, he's usually pretty much on key. He doesn't really get into, like, I think as women, we get our feelings involved, and we, you know what I mean? We dissect everything. So from his perspective, he's like, listen, we don't have time to worry about our little this or that. Like, we have to go with fact at any given time. Yes. And so he's usually pretty on point about everything. With Jelani, I don't even think I've even really told him too much. He knows that it's still going on. He knows that it's still, you know, it's every YouTube, it's every live, it's every Google, it's, you know, it's a conversation that my sister and I are having constantly. So I think with him, there's been so many cases that he's had to listen to that he calls us junior detectives. And his answer is usually like, you girls are about 90% correct. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'll lock him down one day and have him look at a lot of this.
I want to know what he thinks about it too. Yeah.
I'll have to lock him down, and, you know,
I lock him down.
Well, yeah. I mean, because here's the thing, you know, he's not going to, I know my husband will weed through all the little stuff that we all talk about. He's going to look at the fact of where he was last found and where he was before. You know what I mean? He can compartmentalize it, where I think we just kind of go off everything that's been put in front of us, and then we, he always says keep it simple. That's the best advice he's ever given me and my sister. Keep it simple. When you guys are going through these cases, keep it simple. Usually what first shows up is exactly what it is. That's
Purple
usually
and Gold
his
said
perspective.
that Jelani had just came back. His cousin said, remember when you asked that question?
Yeah, we never got a date though, like an actual confirmed date, did we?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like we don't get any like confirmation of anything. I don't know, Chacha. How do you feel about that? Like I don't think we're getting like there's nothing ever just like confirmed. It's always we get one narrative and then it changes, and then we get something else put out, and then somebody rebuts it. It's a mess.
I tend to think what your husband just said. Keep it simple. In which case, I would be subject to a lawsuit. So be it. But I think a husband and a wife need to be in prison. Yeah.
You're talking about
I'm not calling any names for that purpose. Careful what you say.
I was gonna say Cara Booster.
Entertainment only, okay?
I think Cara Booster, her husband. I'm gonna say names. I think Cara Booster, her husband. Shit, man.
I mean, I think that there's probably quite a few.
Yes,
that's my perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it was a setup, where they needed the others, but I will go back to the same conclusion each time. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But
exactly.
I feel that's the solution.
Well, one thing I can share with you is that I learned something, with my husband is I think through a lot of these cases, my sister and I learned to chill on one thing. People normally like shout, like lock them up. And, no matter what the case is, whether it's, and one thing, honestly, one thing I had to learn was, it's always, can't you just get them in on this? And it's like, yeah, they can. But then guess what? They walk. So a lot of times it's the time that frustrates us as the public, you know what I mean, while this investigation is going on. And I'm not saying any particular one, I'm just saying through investigations, I think we like gratification. We want instant gratification, right? So we don't understand that in order to get the justice that we all claim we want, it takes time, not because they're not doing their job, but because they have to present this to a DA and lock it down. You know what I mean? Think about how many people have walked on stuff that we know, you know what I mean? They shouldn't have.
And it depends on the dedication of the DA also.
Yeah, you're right.
You can't half shot just going through the motions. Otherwise, it's a lost cause.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to ask you, Brooklyn, may I, or you prefer I don't bring out the name of another YouTube person?
No, I'm not like that. You can
make sure. But
I'm positive.
Jay,
it don't bother me at all.
Have any of you watch JTC Games?
Oh yeah,
that's eerie.
Chacha, you're the one, you told me to watch it. And remember, and I said to you back ago, I went and looked real quick and I was like,
wait,
Chacha, I have seen this guy. I have seen this guy.
Yeah.
Wait, what's his name?
Both of their cases. And he goes into such detail. It's eerie. It's almost like I'm sitting on my bed and then my eyes only are looking across just enough to see the screen, to see his words. It's like it puts me here in my own home. Makes me shut up. And I thought, oh my God.
What's his name again?
JTC Games.
Yeah, he's, oh man.
I'm gonna look it up now.
He goes quite in depth, I think, on Jelani in particular, But then he almost, it's almost like you are with him when he's
Mm,
you're riding with him. You're riding.
hmm
Yeah.
JTC, James Tracy?
No, just those
No.
three letters
Just the letters. Yeah, the abbreviation.
for
Okay.
JTC, which are all caps, then
Gotcha.
the word games. I wasn't trying to distract you, but he just in my
No. You didn't. Yeah, I don't mind yeah, mentioning other YouTubers and stuff like that. Definitely. I know
oh,
some people they don't play that. You know, they have a problem with that.
you
I don't
know,
have a problem with that at all.
that's why I have to ask first.
Yeah, no problem.
But anyway, we're just all
I can't
so
find
desperate.
him.
We want a solution and we want it yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's that instant gratification and that want for justice. And I think that's been the hardest thing I had to learn. I mean, back when, my sister and I started following cases
Sorry, y'all.
with a lot of the kids missing, from King Hill to, Malia Bass. And that's where I had to kind of sit back and go, I'm reacting as a mom versus somebody
Yeah.
trying to solve a case. And that's where hubby came in, and he taught my sister and I, like, you guys got to take your emotion out, keep it simple, and do not fall for the chatter. And it's hard not to, but he's not been wrong. Like, I should be even questioning it, right? That's what his job was. But he has certainly been right. And so it's interesting to have a perspective where you have to kind of go against the grain for some, other people's opinions or the larger group of it. You have to sometimes go completely the opposite direction and keep it there and sit still with it. So it's wild. I know with Braylon Noble's case, I don't know if anybody's heard of that case, but there was a little 4-year-old autistic boy out of Florida, and the mom tried to say that he was sent to bed by the grandmother while she was on the patio having a cigarette or smoking a blunt or something like that. And supposedly this little boy fell out of a 2.5-story window.
Oh.
My God.
Apparently it was miraculously he was able to get up and walk away somewhere and miss for a couple days. So, I'm being sarcastic about that part, but so they send the search party out. They search the community pool. He's not in there. We're talking divers, the real deal, not like, just the people living there. And then a few days later, he shows back up in the pool.
What?
And at the time, they didn't arrest the mother, and everybody was losing their mind, and everything was quiet for months, I think for almost a year. And then boom, randomly, we find out that the mother and the grandmother were taken in. Yeah. So,
Wow.
yeah, so when these things happen, I've just learned, maybe it's just my own spirituality, that I have to have trust and faith that it's going to be. And if I don't feel like it is, I'll say it. I'll be like, this is never going to get solved. But I do believe, if we don't have some type of faith and belief for somebody's soul and for people that do things like this, what else do we have left? We already know we're in a spiritual battle with so much evil, from so many different things.
Yeah.
But we have to believe somewhere that it will rectify itself. It doesn't mean that the pain and the sorrow and things like that don't go away. It's just, we have to have something, because if it was my child, oh my gosh, you know what I mean?
I couldn't imagine. Oh,
Totally.
wow.
I wouldn't be able to let it go. I wouldn't be able to rest. And I don't even think that you ever get comfort, even if you find out what happened, you know what I mean? But we're wired that way. We're human beings. We're wired that way. So, the process doesn't always work, but a good majority of the time it does. We just don't like the way it's done.
Right. That's true. Sometimes patience is a virtue too, especially when you're in the situation like Carmen Day and Daniel's father.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Oh, Evelyn, I just saw what you said. Yeah. The King Hill case. That, oh man. Still don't
What's
even
the
know what's going on with Tiana, you know. So
that's
yeah.
another case, guys. Oh,
Yeah, this was a while ago. Yeah, I mean, you're not always, here's the thing, you're not always going to have, you know, something that my husband and my sister say all the time to me. People don't want the truth, right? Even though they say they want to, sometimes people just don't want the truth. So yeah, you aren't going to find out everything. And
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm not
Yeah.
wired that way. In fact, I'm too honest, which
I'm
can
the
get
same
me
way.
in trouble.
I'm the same way.
But
Y'all still there?
Philly.
Okay.
Sorry, King Hill was out of Philly. I don't know what I said, but yeah, I mean, just I just think about cases like that I've followed so closely, and it's just, I don't know. You get involved and you have your natural instincts as a human being, and you want to go by that, but you know what I mean? We're supposedly in the land of the free, and you have to give somebody their due justice to be convicted. And people are evil, you guys. People are, you know, and I think in cases like this, like Jelani, Daniels, you know, the many that I've followed, there's a part of me as a human being, I just can't comprehend the cruelty that's done to another human being. It's so far fetched from my mind, and yet it's happening, right? You know, things that you would never even think about doing. It's happening.
I'm sorry.
Especially, you know what they did to Jelani is like, I, oh my God.
Brooklyn, that's
Yeah.
what that particular author or creator on JTC goes into details of why that might be.
I need to look at that.
Yeah.
And
because it still blows my mind. I know I've heard of, you know, things like that happening, but
no, that's
just the whole thing where he was missing, and then the scenarios where he was at before we see him on camera, and then the read spot, and was it his friends? Was it someone? It had to be someone he knew. It wasn't I don't think it was a stranger, and that's just my opinion.
Well,
you know?
a revolver can make a lot of things change. Perhaps there was a gun presented to him, and things happened beyond there.
Wow. My fiance said the same thing.
There was a weapon that, you know, you're thinking, well, no, he wouldn't do it with, well, you never know what the situation was. And
right.
Perhaps one day it comes to fruition. Who knows?
I personally feel like it started at school.
Yeah.
That's just me. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I think that whatever was set in motion, the ignition was lit at school. And usually it's somebody that you know, and would know his patterns. You know what I mean? I mean, I get it. There's randoms, but I mean, let's be honest, what from the descriptions we've been given, and I get it that there's been back and forth and why this might have happened and things like that, but with the description and the detail of what condition his body was in, that is something I think that my sister and I did ask my husband. Yeah, no, that was very personal. There was an intent to humiliate Jelani. Yes. Ooh, I'm just getting upset saying that out loud.
Yes.
Ooh, hold on, you guys.
There were words I said to Brooklyn earlier. They were trying to make a point
Yeah.
Especially with
Yeah.
the sexual parts.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
what my husband said.
And
I can't remember exactly how he said it, but exactly that, Chacha. My husband said, that's right. He did say something. He said that there was a sexual deviance behind what was done to him.
yes,
Ooh, I'm getting like very
Wow.
uncomfortable.
I think it started from the start of her making that phone call with the lies that she told mom and what she said and what she didn't say. That professor, and it all went downhill from there because it was already done, I believe, and I think she knew exactly what the threats were prior to this happening.
I agree, Chacha. My sister made a good point very early on, and I think we both said, "Holy shit!" She like jumped the gun. Like with
Big
what
time.
she did, the moves she made, it was almost like it was too early, if you will.
Way too early.
Meaning too early that you got to remember we're talking about a 25-year-old kid. Like, why are you bugging that he didn't show up at class or a meeting?
Right.
I mean, that's like me telling my kids to show up because I'm making such and such. And then, you know what I mean? It's like when I say kids, you know what I mean? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
because I do have adult kids, but if it was my 14-year-old, that would be different. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Why did you bug so hard? This is a grown adult. What do you mean? You immediately started reporting him missing and calling the school campus, and you know what I mean? There was never any clarification, by the way, whether she was the one that alerted Carmen or not. Carmen made it seem like I don't know. Then she went through somebody. Like, even that itself seems ass backwards. Sorry, Brooklyn. I don't mean to be like,
No, you good.
it just pisses me off. I'll just tell you that. It all pisses me off. Every which way possible.
That the
You
threat
Just
know,
pisses
I
me off.
don't even think that. I think the whole thing with Carol saying that he had something to do for her and he had a test and this and that. I think that was bullcrap. Like you said before, how we didn't get we didn't have nothing to. I didn't see anything that pointed. Well, he did have a test. I didn't see no other. Did anybody see any other teachers saying anything about a test or anything, or clinicals or anything?
Right, but if he's supposed to be showing up for clinicals at one whatever, why is he in shorts and a raggedy vintage T-shirt, like in a weird hat? Like come on.
No, he went to the school first. Remember, he was dressed
Oh,
up.
that's right, when he was in the slacks and the button down.
Right,
But she's saying that he didn't show up for any of that.
right, and we saw him. That's the confusing thing. We
Well,
seen him on
that's what we
camera.
were told. We were told that we saw him, and Carmen, I mean, according to her, confirmed that was him
Oh,
when he
yeah.
was in the button down blue shirt and the black slacks in front of Starbucks, and then she confirmed that was him at the shop. I mean, it's just, I don't know.
I thought it looked like somebody else, but she said that was him.
Exactly.
Let me be honest.
Say it again, Brooklyn.
I
For the
thought it
people
looked
in the
like
back.
somebody else. It didn't look like Jelani to me. I thought I swear, because I've been just looking at it, you look at all everything,
You have to.
everything. And I was looking on it last night. I'm in bed and I'm looking and I'm like, when he's dressed up in the blue shirt and stuff. I'm like, he don't look like Jelani to me. But she said that's her son.
That's what she said.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? That's what she said.
I'm starting to think that, like you girls were saying, he could have been, God forbid, I get so tongue thing when I talk about this case, man. I'm sorry, ladies.
It's upsetting.
Oh, it's very upsetting. Damn. Because, Jesus. I just feel like if I knew him or something, like if I, you know, like we had a connection, like it just pisses me off because I just feel like there's so many
Yeah,
parties
it's a weird
involved.
anger. It's a weird anger. I found myself, I tell my sister all the time, like like there's an anger that comes out when I'm talking about certain things when it comes to Jelani's case. And I'm like, I don't know where this is coming from. This is weird. Like, it's just a weird feeling. Like I get angry about certain things and frustrated, but I don't know. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. You see what Purple said? She said the same thing, but the mom says yes, that's her son, so we respect that. So we all were saying this. A few of us were saying the same thing. It didn't look like Jelani. I was even trying to see the hairline, and all, like every little piece, you know, skin complexion, hairline. I don't know. It's weird. Y'all still there, ladies? I don't know what happened. Patricia says, ladies, no matter what we think or how we feel, we have to stick to the facts that we do know that what Stay Dangerous taught us. Yeah, it's true. What happened to the ladies? What happened to Baby and Cha Cha? Anybody else want to come up? Oh, this thing is itching at me. Oh, God. I don't know what happened to them. Y'all ladies is there?
Can you hear me?
Oh, now I could. I was like, what happened?
Oh, that was so weird.
Oh my God, that was. I'm the.
Wait, did Cha-Cha get dropped too?
Yeah.
Hold on, that was weird.
That was weird.
Ooh, spooky. They're listening. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, you should listen. I believe in all that. I believe in all that. I'm telling you.
Oh man.
Is it a way I can?
I don't know, you guys.
Up?
I mean, I just hope for, you know, Carmen's sake that she can get the answers that she.
Yeah, I really hope so, because there's gonna be a lot of people
And I
hopefully
hope
in
that
prison.
whoever.
I don't know. It's dropping down again. Yeah, Purple, that's true. None of us really know what happened, you know. That's what we were saying earlier too. It's just just our opinions. Because none of us know what happened. Only Jelani and the animals that did this to him know what happened. I can hear my fiance snoring from here. He is knocked out for the count. I'm just not learning how to do these things. Put the words up there, which I be saying. That's weird that it dropped off like that. I'm hungry a little bit. Oh, okay, the phone is going crazy. Can't figure out what's going on. All right, Patricia. Mm. We got 6 people. Let's get those thumbs up. I don't know if the thumbs are up or not, but I'm just saying. While I'm waiting for them, if anybody else want to come up, I'm gonna work on my podcast a little later. I wonder if anybody know how I could send the link to my podcast in the comment section. Baby and Cha-Cha. Oh, one drop down. That's weird. Oh shit. Now I'm over here dropping stuff. That's what I asked her to come up here. Come on the piano. Come on the piano. I would like to hear from all y'all. The link, do I have to put the link again? Come back up, baby. Let me see. I'm gonna put the link again. Oh, my freaking bra. I hate bras, y'all. I don't know where that came from. I'm gonna put the link. See, Stay Dangerous came on earlier. Well, he was on the phone, and he showed me the easy way how to do it. And I just put the link again. We got purple and gold. We got Cha-Cha. Where's I thought hold on. Well, I'm on. Mhm. We got Patricia in the house. We got Purple and Gold in the house. We got Evelyn Jefferson in the house. We got Cha-Cha in the house. And we got Michelle up in the house. Finally, Michelle. Bring your behind up here, Michelle. Come on, Michelle. I know she's somewhere. You know what's crazy? The devil would try to shut us up. Ain't that crazy, y'all? You see how we're talking about the cases and stuff, right? And stuff just start going wrong. Like, look how they thing messed up. That's just the devil trying to keep us from being quiet, or other people, or the killers that's watching us right now, because you know their asses is watching us. You ain't gonna shut us up on Brooklyn Squad, baby. Never that. I am gonna reach out to Daniel's father later on. Not too late though, but I am gonna reach out to him and tell him he should really connect with Carmen. I thought that was a great idea, y'all said. Cha-Cha,
I
where you go, girl?
remember I told you I had to attend that fire.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like
I
spring
don't,
off, so I have to.
baby, I don't know what happened. It just dropped down. I
Yeah.
sent the link though. You know what's crazy? The devil is always trying to shut us up.
Oh yeah, for sure. They're
As
listening
soon
and
as,
trying to
soon as we
decide.
started talking, things started going weird on here.
Oh well.
Her things started not working, and
Yeah, it's a very
you know
sad.
something else too. So
Yeah.
I look on the Jelani Day discussion group, right? And like the timeline, Jelani entered Beyond Hello at 9:12. He walked out of Beyond Hello at 9:16. His last core ping was at 9:20. That's a very short time. So he was in the dispensary for what, let's say 4 minutes. And right after 4 minutes after that, it never pinged again after 9:20. That's what makes me think somebody was in that car. I really hope the family get justice though. I really do.
Yeah, I pray so.
Baby trying to come up here. She got the link though.
You know, um, I also think outside of perhaps they were just right there, not in the car. You know how you may just walk up to your car and somebody is coming and you think maybe they're passing you or something, just walking
Mhm.
past. We don't know. We can't see what really happened.
What happened? Yeah.
Yeah, how they may have gotten into his car. Or I'm really thinking it was part of a setup.
Oh
And
yeah.
Definitely.
and my mind does not go away from who I truly believe it started with. Um, Sort of like a promise that was made in the way of a threat that this will not happen again.
Mm.
And
Mm.
yeah, especially when you feel like you're just somebody insulted you in such a way, and I'm going to show you something. You
Mm.
know,
Mm.
like a male female relationship, and the jealousy thing comes in there, and it's kind of like you want to bruise somebody. You're so insulted in
Right.
such a way that maybe this person even verbalized what they were going to do. And if it was
Mm.
me and my mate and he verbalized it to me in such a way, I would be like scared to death. It's like, oh my God, I think
Right.
serious. And, you
Well, I
know,
agree with you, Brooklyn, that I do think that there was somebody or other people in the car at
trust,
the shop. And I do understand that, was it Brandon broke down the parking lot and that most of those rows at the front of the door were handicapped?
Right.
There still was something, I don't know, to me, that the way he was parked, I don't know. This is just me, you guys. I feel like there was other people in that car. And then the other question I have is, do we even see the plates? You know what I mean? In the parking lot at that time? Like I
Mm.
kept looking, I kept blowing up the picture, and the pixel just kept making it worse. The more and more I kept blowing it up. But I was trying to see if his plates were even on there at the shop.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Wow.
I don't know. Chacha, could you see them? I
Mm.
can't see the plates. The more I blow it up, the more it looks like one of those weird, when you're at the dealership type of thing. I was like, I can't even see any defined letters or numbers. What
no,
did Purple say?
that was one thing I didn't really look at, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Purple said it boggles her that Jelani didn't know anyone out there. His brother had introduced him to people.
Well, I have my feelings about that.
Yeah, me too.
Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just
You know
because
something that I read from one of the teachers, right?
mm,
And now that I'm thinking about it, those girls that sat at that table, they probably was in his class. Because the teacher said, and what I read, the teacher said his class, it was all girls dominated that class.
Right.
All girls dominated that class. So maybe them girls were the girls that from, that was in his class at that restaurant.
Well, that's what I thought. That's why I asked you guys if you guys thought that maybe that picture was like a celebratory picture, like to have like an entire class, it's got to be for a reason, right?
Right.
And so you figure only a certain percentage. I mean, they're all obviously at that school, but that doesn't mean some of them. I was telling my sister this, that you got to remember, there are kids that go to college that are only an hour away from home, 40 minutes away from home, this or that, right? And so if they're all in that class, that to me looked like a picture, like they were celebrating something, like they finished their testing, or like, how did they all get together, right?
Right.
there had to have been something behind all of them gathering at that restaurant in Normal or Normal, however you pronounce it. Because there's 2 of those restaurants out there, but that one's the closest to the school.
I was gonna say, how far is that from the school? So it's closer.
Oh, I forget. It wasn't that far. It wasn't that far from the university. That particular one in Normal wasn't that far. It's like on like northwest or west north or some street. It's not that far from the school.
Yeah.
So for that girl to say that she doesn't remember that size of a party, that's something you're going to look at. That's a bunch of girls and then one black dude. Like,
right. That's what I told her.
I mean, let's not be silly. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's not be silly. No matter how you look at it, whether you want to say it's all white girls and a black dude, or just the fact that it's a dude with a bunch of girls. And you think about it, other people in a restaurant, whether they're like, you know what I mean? Somebody's going to be like, oh, you're a lucky dude. Like, where are all these girls from? Like, somebody's going to make some kind of comment like that.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Weird. Or am I just tripping? Maybe it's just me, but
no,
that's
no. I thought the same thing.
Weird.
I thought the same thing. And actually, I said it to her. How could he not stand out? He's the only black guy with a bunch of white girls.
And she really said, well,
I don't think I was working that day.
Oh. Okay. Let me see your schedule.
Come on, Brooklyn Squad girl. We got some questions for you.
Just saying. I mean, don't you think that's weird, Cha-Cha? Come on.
I don't know. At this point, all of it is weird to me. All of it.
All of it, right?
Facts. Big facts.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I guess those are just questions and things that I mean, I'm not saying that law enforcement didn't, you know what I mean, question. I mean, I would hope that they did. I know me as a mother, I'd be in that restaurant in a heartbeat.
What? Hell yeah. I question
You know what
everybody.
I mean? Everybody. What'd you order? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What game was on what game was on those 3 freaking TVs? You know what I mean? Like, I'd be going through it. It'd be a mess.
Well,
it would be a mess. Too. I don't know. You know, I agree with what Purple and Gold said. You know, I have to question him not knowing anybody at that school, and that, you know, for his brother to say that he didn't know anybody and he introduced him to people.
Yeah.
Here's something I'm going to say, and it might be sensitive, but if I don't say it, then I'm going to feel all weird.
It's okay.
Something that bothered me that Carmen said when they were at that quote Lover's Lane, when they were in that cul-de-sac area, you know, as they were going down that whole thing, you know, where the clothes were found and stuff, she made a comment and she said, Jelani would never come down here. He wouldn't know a place like that. I'm going to say something, and it's not to be disrespectful to her whatsoever, okay? But we're talking about a college kid here and wanting to fit in and making friends and wanting to belong and just doing dumb college shit.
Right.
It bothered me that she said that that's not a place that Jelani would go to. Now, because she herself says, if you guys go back and watch that video, she herself, you know, you hear people, the kids knew about this place. Now, if you're at a college, like there's going to be, how do you say it? Nostalgic places, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like every kid knows, like everybody knows this particular spot or right. Like that's well known. Like, so I'm finding it very difficult to believe that it would be so far-fetched that Jelani wouldn't go with a group of friends down that area. Whether he was forced down there or not, it's hard for me to believe he didn't hear about it. So I do have to bring question to that. It's like, he's in college. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, come on. You know, and it's no disrespect to Miss Carmen whatsoever. I'm, like I said, I'm trying to look at it from every perspective. And yeah, I agree with her when she said he wouldn't get in that water. Like, Black folks, we don't get in water, especially water we can't see. You know what I mean?
For
Let's
real.
just keep it real. You know what I mean? And I can swim, but I'm telling you, my sister can't swim, and I'll one day get her in some water, but it ain't going to be that type of water.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I would never go in there. I'd have a heart attack if my kids got in there. I'd have a heart attack if my husband got in there. That's just scary and nasty.
Yeah.
But to sit there and say that he didn't know a popular place that the kids go to, I'm sure everybody at that school has heard of this spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was just something that kind of raised a little bit of a hair on me, because I think we have to look at the fact that Jelani was a grown man, and there's obviously going to be things he's not going to share with his mom.
I was just about to say that. Yep.
I get it. We all want to think, you know what I mean? But look, as honest as my kids are, you know, I'm still like, I know there's shit you guys did and never told me.
Right.
I might spend the
gonna
rest of my
share
life
everything.
finding out, but you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's something, you know. So I don't know. I guess I'm saying that because I feel like don't block yourself off from that possibility of thinking that, because that almost cheats you out of getting some other answers, whether they're
That's right.
whether they help or don't help. At least you can
That's right.
exclude something. You know what I mean?
You
But don't
definitely got a
block your-
point there, Cha-Cha. Because you know what? I was thinking the same thing. Because everybody, you know, look, I'm close. I was close with my mother and stuff, you know, but there's certain things that I don't tell her.
Right.
You know, like,
Yeah, you know, Purple and Gold asked me that question. What are my thoughts on that? I have a son. I only have the one child, and is almost perfect as I always believe he is. Okay, I know that he did what he did. He made some decisions. Wasn't for mom to know. You know, it's not no major, but I didn't know it. And by me thinking, oh no, he's been perfect all his life, he would not go to a place like that. No, come on now. Right. I myself would probably have my mom say the same about me, but I went.
Right.
I didn't advertise it, but
I love it. I didn't advertise it. Okay,
I advertise
you.
it. I like that.
You were the smart one. You were the smart one in the group.
No. And then, you know, mom would say, "Oh no, she wouldn't.
She wouldn't do that.
No,
Yeah.
she wouldn't do that place. No. Well, see, you never know, mom.
Mm. Yeah,
So,
that just, it's a food for, you know, thought for, or what is it, food for thought? That's just something that crossed my mind.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah, because I did hear her quite frequently say, you know, no, he wouldn't. I know him, and he wouldn't do that. But you know to an extent. We as humans know the other to an extent.
Yes, ma'am. Correct. 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
Purple said that Jelani start in August or January. Do y'all
I don't
know?
semester.
It
No.
would have been August, wouldn't it?
I don't know. I could look it up though.
From the kids going back to school, it was still kind of wishy-washy, but you know what I mean? We were just, you know what I mean? We were just getting the okay to start school, even the college kids, you know?
Yeah.
I thought it was August.
I was trying to think back, getting my days when we started all this. School is closed, and I can't keep up with my dates. And you know why? Because I still find myself writing 2020 on a lot of documents.
I know.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Okay. Yay, everybody's taking a sigh of relief. Guess what, Chacha? You're not alone. Okay. Now thinking, how many times did I sign the baby's paperwork for school, thinking, oh my God, I probably did put 20.
Yeah.
I do the same thing.
Listen, time stopped for all of us.
Yeah. Ooh, we lived through some history there.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to see when did he start. I don't know. I don't know.
I've lost track now of when this happened. Oh my goodness. Train
With
back.
Jelani.
Yeah. Because I'm very disturbed by Daniel and Jelani having so many almost scary, similar situations. And then again, I know everybody has their opinion and say what it is they say. But when I listen to JTC, it's almost like when I was thinking about what the coroner said about him not having skin. And when you listen to JTC, it makes you shiver because he talks about this one person that bragged about her. I don't know exactly how you said, but she has a knack for knowing how to destroy a human being. And then when he started to relate those people in the pictures, um, blood relationships to who is cousin to who and who's the niece to who, in the whole picture that we're looking at, it was eerie.
Was that, hey, Josh, was that Jelani's first semester?
I don't know. As I say, at this point, I'm even losing. Did
There's
he
so much going
disappear?
on. It's like,
When did he disappear? What
I
month
want to
was
make
it?
sure my notebook is in the room. I wrote all that stuff down.
Okay, no, don't worry for that right now. But um
No, I could look on I got my phone right here too.
it just makes me think.
August. Purple and Gold said August.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies got a message from YouTube saying that they were cut off unexpectedly. Yeah, we are on to something. Oh shit.
Yeah, you have to be. We have to be careful, especially when we call names, because YouTube monitors.
Oh
Um,
wow.
I
Ladies
have
got
my
a
own
message
little
from
channel,
YouTube
but
saying that they were
it's
cut.
very generic. It has to do with around here on my property, my channel, and a little bit about my grandsons playing soccer and that type thing. But nonetheless, yeah, you have people whose job it is to come in on these channels to see what's being said.
Wow.
Yeah, they
So
be careful.
YouTube was notified?
Could be, all they have to do is hit that other button and notify that something.
Yeah, we're definitely on to something.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And what we just finished saying, they are watching.
sure, sure.
They are watching.
Especially if you're on the road to try to monetize, they're going to catch you at every turn.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. So
Thanks, Patricia. All of us keep up the good work.
yeah, it's sort of like minds are sitting and trying to figure out what's going on here because it's an ugly situation.
Mm-hmm. I just finished saying, like, it's weird how our things keep messing up. You see how hers went back down?
Yeah.
And I said the devil is trying to shut us up. And then look what happened.
I've modded a couple of channels that should have been.
I gotta go to your channel.
Yeah, mine's is. I haven't done anything, and my goodness, coming up on 2 years now, I think.
But you
I
got
made
other videos,
deleted
right?
a lot of my, my little short videos. They did well. I don't blame them. They need the space because.
Oh, Cha.
Huh?
Purple and Gold said he was reported missing in August.
Okay, because I can't
Thank
see
you.
only what you put across here. Can I see? Wait,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I can't see the chat. But
Okay.
thank you, Purple and Gold.
Wait, let me see. You know I'm new to this stuff, so you can see that?
Yeah, I can see where you pinned her there.
Yeah.
This Chacha, he was reported missing in August. Yeah.
Wow.
Either way, only God truly knows, and we don't understand his ways. I don't know how the higher power handles such. Knowing that he is the higher power, he does have a solution for all things, and it's not necessarily in our time when we want answers. So
Yeah.
patience is a very difficult thing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. It really is. And imagine how Daniel's father and Carmen
Oh my Lord. And thousands more.
and 1,000 more.
Yeah. Because the world is so wicked now, anything's possible. And that's why I also appreciate Stay Dangerous. He's reminding at any moment, around any corner, there stands danger.
You see that, Cha?
Okay, it says ladies got a message from YouTube saying that they were cut off unexpectedly. Yeah, we are on to something. Whoever knows exactly, you have those that are sort of in the wings, sitting back and
Right.
being invisible, and especially if it's something they don't want said or disagree with, they try to hurt you by reporting it.
And we were saying that earlier, right? Remember?
Yeah.
We was like, they're watching. They always watching.
Yeah. And when you think about what happened with two very visible people in the last month, where it's tremendous amount of money through a lawsuit, through what's happening in YouTube. They have this one.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm trying to be careful with my choice of words.
I know. With the celebrity.
Yes, ruined.
I love that celebrity.
Very hard to ruin the reputation of the other. Now, when all is said and done, I don't have that kind of money. Well, you have to think about that when you're parting your lips to let out words that are going to be harmful to you.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I love that celebrity though.
Yeah.
The link is still here. There you go.
Yeah.
Baby says she don't know what happened. I bet you I could tell you what happened. The others that are watching us.
Yeah, because you could at any time, anyone can report. And especially if it's done constantly, they may take a little peep in to see what's being said. And of course, it's recorded. So they can look back. And I remember you telling me this one person that came in your chat with some very derogatory things. And I wanted to say to you personally, don't pay them any attention. You never know who it is. You don't know if it's somebody trying to get enough out of you to be able to locate you to harm you. That's what we always have to be mindful of, because human beings can figure out all this computer technology stuff, but
That's
they can't cure
true.
cancer. You see? Because they're devoting
Oh,
their.
when I was talking about what I went through before.
Hmm. Hmm.
Got you.
No, not only that. You remember this person when you made a subject about why did you come if you're just going to something like that a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, that
Yeah.
right.
Hmm?
That was a few days ago, right?
A couple of weeks ago. It was a troll, and there
It
were
was a troll. Yep.
some damaging things enough to make you. In other words, I think they do that lots of times to make you fretful and say, give too much information.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd be mindful of that though.
Yeah. Good. Stay that way. Stay
Yeah. Thank
dangerous.
you.
Yeah.
Usually, I don't really say nothing to pay them no mind, but I noticed that this person did this a couple of months back too. Once in a while, he or she will come in here and but other than that, it don't really bother me though. Because it's not gonna shut me up. It's not gonna shut Brooklyn Squad up. But baby said, can't silence baby. Baby. Let me bring her back. Where's she at? There she go.
Well, I'm coming out of the box here. I need to get a shower, but I'm still going to be listening. Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
Cha-Cha,
Cha-Cha.
don't leave us, Cha-Cha.
Listen, I've been a cowgirl since this morning. I have a.
She was because this is my second live.
If you watch my my little country girl videos, what it comes out to, and you'll understand. So I have to take care of this place. So I've been out to
take care of you. That's the most important.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But that's my pleasure because I'm going to be having a knee surgery real soon, and I'm like, I don't want to look at an ugly weeds.
Oh God, Cha-Cha, listen, I'm gonna right now send you healing wings because believe me, I did the ACL. I did the ACL surgery, and so I'm gonna send that to you right now.
My sister having the ACL on the 17th, and I'm having the full one on the 21st.
Yeah, I did the full one, but it was the ACL that busted out. It was my meniscus, my ACL, and there was something else. Yeah. Listen, your best friend is ice.
Oh, yes. Yes. I have been told that 1 million times.
And ask them to give you, you know what? Make sure that they give you that machine that it's a wrap, and you put the ice in the machine, and then it pumps the cold air onto your knee. Don't let them get.
My doctor is so up on it. They've already told me about it, and I purchased.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna definitely wish you speedy recovery, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, I have to believe that. But I'm going to butt out, and I'm still going to be listening. But I'm going to go to the chat. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Take care, Cha-Cha.
Bye, Cha-Cha.
All right. I'm not.
You knew. They try to shut us up, baby.
Look, I cannot be silenced.
Oh, hi there. You knew. I can't see you in the box. You knew as a mod.
I put her up there.
Ron New is here.
Yes,
you knew.
She's odd on Daniel's channel, and she does.
All right.
Thank you. You knew. Okay, I'm coming out in the 23rd. Chat with her. She knows. She's in the know of what's happening.
Oh, you knew. Okay, I thought you said Ranu. You knew.
Oh, you knew. Okay.
You said Daniel Robinson has been missing since June 23rd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Whew. Wow.
It's a lot. It's a lot. And if you guys think about it, the time with a lot of this stuff, especially with, Black males, in that age frame, there was just a wave of it. And it's startling. It's startling.
Wait, because I'm new to this whole, YouTube stuff and, all this other stuff, but who got the call from YouTube? Like, what happened? Like,
all they have to do is report you, Brooklyn.
Really?
Oh, 100%, sis.
Report on then. Report on.
We love you, Cha-Cha. Hang in there. You'll be fine.
Yes, Cha-Cha. Prayers up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the best way to hit a YouTuber is report them. And you know how when you go to, you can report and they can be for anything. It can be offensive language, threats, whatever. You know what I mean? Options. They even give you an option so you can make something up.
And it happened right after we started saying names.
Look, they were like, get her off of there.
Soon as we started dropping names.
Look, listen, it is what it is.
Oh boy.
But that's how they do it, you know. And listen, I mean, not for nothing, it's true. You know what I mean?
But
I say all the time, I spy a fly because, you know, they're there.
And we said it. Remember, we said they are watching.
100%.
Big time.
Well, I mean, my message to those, do the right thing.
Yep.
How about that?
Mm-hmm. Facts.
You know?
Do the right thing.
Do the right thing. Spike told us that.
Yeah.
He told us that back in the day.
Yep.
Even in the hood, in Brooklyn. Okay?
Yes. Mm-mm.
You know, I mean, at the end of the day, my sister said something to me, and this is real. It got me emotional, Brooklyn, and everybody listening. She asked me a question, right? So she asked me, and she says, well, she has a nickname for me, but anyway. So she asked me, and she said, what could Jelani have done so bad to deserve what we know to be true, right? Meaning the condition of his body, because that's
Right.
the only thing we got, right?
Right.
That really messed me up. I've been pissed off. I've gotten in fights. I've had, you know what I mean? I've had my moments, but when she asked me that just hit me like so solid. Like it was like a throat punch. You know what I mean? What could he have done? There's only one thing I could think of he could have done, and that's just from my own mentality. And I don't, that clearly is not what he did. So,
right. And you know what? I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because I thought the same thing. You know what's crazy? What your sister told you? I asked myself that. What can he have done to deserve this?
Not only is she wise, but she's smart and beautiful.
Aww.
But when she asked me that, it really, I got upset because I know that we as friends, sisters, mothers, daughters, you know, we always say, like, if somebody did da-da-da, you know what I mean? This is what I would do to them. And
right.
But then when you really think about, you know, I guess I just have a really hard time understanding what he could have done that deserved that type. And not even just, and this sounds weird saying it out loud, not even just taking his life, but in the manner, right? I mean, we obviously don't know everything, but with the description of his body, I don't believe that those injuries came just by being in the water, no matter how you think he got there. You know, there was some physical things that clearly were done to him early on. And look it, I'm just getting like messed up about it, just talking about it. The degree of hatred and degree of wanting to humiliate another human being that bad is just, it's just so wrong. It's just wrong.
It is.
It's just wrong.
It really
And
is.
we've all been pissed off. We've all had moments of thinking of things, but you gotta be pretty, you gotta be pretty sick and detached to do that type of thing. And not just in Jelani's case, but when we think of a lot of cases, you know, where there's this personal overkill or this almost the mutilation and the this and the that. I did
Right.
ask my husband. I think my sister even asked him about what the life in like still water like that could have done. And he's like, there's no way that kind of damage would have been done by things
Right.
that work in the dirty waters. And so it just makes me feel that no human being deserved to go through that kind of torture. And that's the thing,
He suffered.
That's why they do the autopsies and the reports, and they describe from the centimeters to the millimeters of certain things. I mean, that's what professionals are supposed to do to determine what type of injuries are done. And you cannot tell me that was all done by water action. It just doesn't make sense for that to be true.
Yeah, I agree with you. Evelyn said she wonders what the brother was able to get off the computer.
Oof,
I wonder that too.
It must have been important. That's all I'm gonna say.
You know what got me? It's when Brian, the one that found, here I go saying names again.
See, I was trying not to get kicked off, Brooklyn, but here you trying to bust us off again.
I'm just so, B, when B found the phone, what he told his friend in the message when he said, if you saw what was on that phone, you would have had a different reaction or something similar like that.
Right.
Huh?
Yeah, right. What do you think he meant by that?
Yeah, like,
if
so
you saw what you saw on the phone, your opinion would change. That's what he said.
Yes. Yep. What
do you think he meant?
I don't want to say it, to be honest. It's when I think of that, the only thing that I can think of is what you didn't want to think a few minutes ago. You feel me? You there, baby?
I'm here. What did I miss? Oh, did I get dropped again? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You did get, yeah, I couldn't hear you before. Wait, someone said because it was an Apple product. Okay, hold on. All right, read that, baby.
Oh, because if it was an Apple product, all products can be synced together, so you can get your text and stuff on your computer/laptop. Here's the thing with that, Evelyn. Yeah, that might be true, but then you have to think about things that people can hide, right? So there's apps and things that you can stash, or you know what I mean? I see what you're saying, and I totally agree. But then part of me is like, what was so important on that laptop at that moment in time? You just found out, you know what I mean? Your family member, your brother, like, why was that your first priority? Like, that would have been the first thing that I would have pushed. Listen, even if I felt skeptical with law enforcement, listen, take me to the nearest person that can do IT with the FBI or whatever, and I'll sit in the room while you go through it. You know what I mean? Sit me in the IT department, something. It just seemed weird to me that the laptop was the go-to.
Check this out. It sounds like he's seen it. I thought that too.
Oh, wait, what happened?
Because remember we were saying, well, what could have been on the phone? And you said it sounds like he's seen it.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But what did he see?
The things that happened that happened to Jelani.
Cha-Cha, what do you mean delete you from the chat? What? I don't get it.
Wait, oh.
What happened? Is it me? Did I pop on?
What she said? Brooklyn, delete me from chat, please. This a repeat from earlier, dear. Huh?
Wait, what happened?
I don't know.
Purple and gold. Is this real time? Like, what happened? I'm so confused.
I have no idea. I don't know what she's talking about. She says, Brooklyn, delete me from the chat, please. But she cracking up, though. She put funny faces. This is a repeat from earlier, dear. Huh? No, it's not.
Like, we're repeating the conversation, or?
Oh,
I don't get it.
It's getting really weird right now.
Right?
Yeah, I don't get what she's saying.
Okay, so Yunu says it's still live. So we're...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No, we're still good.
Yeah, so I mean about the... I don't know. I felt weird about the
Evidence said he knows
it's synced and they didn't have the phone. Well, that's a good point.
What they mean by what she mean by that?
But I mean, I don't know if everybody syncs their stuff. So it's like, here's the thing. Something had to be going, because that's how did they find out that he was at Starbucks, right? And that he made a transaction at Starbucks. So there had to have been something, right? You know what I mean? And they didn't have his phone. So obviously, maybe they found that out from his computer, his laptop. Is that what you mean, Evelyn?
Okay.
Does that make sense, or am I tripping?
It makes sense to me.
Exactly, Evelyn. But don't you think that's a little weird? If you're trying to find out what happened to your sibling, you know what I mean? Or at least do it in front of, I don't know.
And yeah, that was weird. It was weird that the cops would let him take it anyway. Touch anything in there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly, Evelyn. I know that that's how Carmen found out that he was at Starbucks. But the question is, why would that be something? Wait, purple and gold. She's saying what is on the laptops, most likely, or on his phone. Right, but my thing is, that's information that could help. At the time, you got to remember, he wasn't even recovered yet. So that would be vital information that you would want to have not only logged, and you're right, the police department you would think would want it, but we don't know what was said about the laptop and how he got the laptop in his hands.
Oh, his mom checked his banking. That's how she knew he was at Starbucks. Yeah, but how did they know? How did the cops and them know, though?
Exactly.
Because even Carmen said that she didn't tell the cops and them.
But why would exactly, Evelyn, but why would his brother go for the laptop before the police got it? Like, you know what I mean? Or like, why not do it with the police? Like, this is where he last was, so he can say, like, look, this is where my brother was.
Right.
But that can't be true, that they didn't have information for the family because Carmen was contacted. I don't know. That's the stuff, like I said, we don't even have clarification
Right.
of all these things that we're talking about. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Because they're not saying anything to us. Anything, I mean,
Well, right. The only information we're getting
not
told
like
is either
even
from Carmen.
didn't they swap, like do stuff with the car? Like there was nothing. Oh,
It's just
crazy.
confusing. It's just so confusing to me.
It is.
There's nothing like clarified. Like,
It's crazy.
because I hear what you're saying, Evelyn, but that's not what was told, not even from Carmen. Carmen said that she was informed, but not directly from Carmen, but somebody reached out on Carmen's behalf. That's what I remember being told. I could be wrong.
And wasn't it her daughter's friend? She said her daughter's friend called crying, saying Jelani was missing.
So you're saying that, okay, so the clarification is that Carmen never knew about Starbucks. Is that correct?
Oh, you his mother's friend on social media? Evelyn? Interesting. We're glad to know that.
Okay, so she did know about Starbucks. And she found out about Starbucks, Evelyn, from the laptop. Is that correct? I'm just trying to get clarification.
Yeah.
So
glad we can,
yeah, this is perfect. So
Mhm.
she actually found out because of the laptop, right? Not because somebody told her.
She said she did know about Starbucks. No.
Okay, so the clarification, I get it. So the clarification was that the laptop was picked up before the police because they weren't helping. Is that, am I getting that right?
And maybe they didn't trust the police.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right. Well, thank you for clearing that up.
You. Yeah, her page isn't private. Yeah, I saw that because I was on there too.
Yeah, I'm not on there, but thank you for clearing that up. Yeah.
Okay, so look, that's how she found about the receipts because from the laptop. Am I correct? That's what we? Okay, she said yes. That's what I'm saying. Gotcha.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
But
It's
even
good
little
to know
things like
somebody could know
right.
something because
Yeah, because even little things like that, that's the whole thing, is like getting it, clarified, because people like you, thank God Evelyn can, so thank you
Evelyn, you want to come up here?
Yeah, definitely, please. I'll bounce off, Evelyn, so you can come up.
No, I think she you could stay up too. Cause I have how you call that? Upgraded.
Okay. Oh,
a bunch of people could come up.
Oh, okay. Evelyn, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, let me put the link again. It's somewhere up here. I might as well just put it like I did. Look, Stay Dangerous taught me a different way to put it. He was showing me something earlier how to do it because I was like, oh. I can hear my husband snore from here, Lord. Oops, no, that's not right. Let's see. There we go. Come on up, Evelyn Jefferson. You are the next contender. I'm glad she said something though.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's the stuff I'm talking about. Like, we just want clarification.
Yeah.
Not, you know.
Oh, I could have 9 people up here. Yeah, because at first I was just doing the free stuff, but then my coach was like, you
Okay,
might want to upgrade it. You know, we got 8 people. Can I get 8 likes, please? They will not shut us up. They will not shut us up. Boop, 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 boop. They will not shut us up. Listen, my fiance is in there knocked out. I hear him snoring all the way from out here. I don't know if she checks from his laptop. Evelyn, come up on the panel, baby.
Oh, please do. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Only
damn,
because sometimes when we're texting, you know what I mean? We don't have,
yeah.
you know, like people take it like differently.
Yeah. You see what she wrote?
Okay, I don't know if she checked from his laptop or not, but from what she was saying, it seems like they kept the laptop from the police on purpose because of how they were being treated. Well,
I don't know.
I'm sure everybody has their own opinion about that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh no. Is it like just because oh gosh, please come up. Oh man.
Come on, Evelyn.
It's okay.
That's all right. Sure. It's Saturday night, girl.
That's right. It's Saturday.
It's okay if your background is loud.
Yes, Purple and Gold. We all suffer from the snore, the rattle, the
My fiance
vibration
in
of
there
the
like,
bed.
oh, he is
Look,
out
they could be
cold.
in another room and you can still feel the vibration. Listen, being in Cali, you're not sure if it's an earthquake or somebody snoring, but I don't snore. So
I snore whenever I do sleep. No, I'm the worst though, because I talk in my sleep. And I be talking like my fiance, he said, you be talking like you really having a whole conversation.
Look.
Then I start laughing and crying and cursing. I be going
Oh
at it.
no. Look, my husband knows there's a small window of when I'm actually sleeping. And when I say it's small, it's small. He said
You a
it's from
snorer too? You snore?
No, I'm not a snorer, but he's like it's weird. It's like between 2 and 4. I'm actually asleep. That's it. It's bizarre. It's horrible, actually.
You only see that time period.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible. I mean, even if I close my eyes, it's like I can close my but between 2 and 4 in the morning, I'm really actually asleep. Other than that, it's like don't make any sudden movements. I'm gonna fly out of bed. It's terrible.
Oh, you like me then?
Oh, it's horrible. Yeah, I already know, Purple. Oh, Evelyn, please come on. Like, it's okay. We'll work through it. That's
where's she at? She go.
No, because I don't want you to think that I was being challenging. I was trying. Listen, I'm asking questions in my head. Yeah. You know what I mean? And these are things that have just crossed my mind. And so the laptop thing, like, I understand not trusting cops. I said that already. You know what I mean? And like I said, just because I'm married to a retired cop, he'll be the first to say, of course there were bad, motherfuckers out there. I just wasn't one of them. And believe me, I checked. But in my head, I don't know. I don't know. So if I'm not in any of that other social media stuff, so if like you can come up and yeah, I would love to hear it. I know Brooklyn would.
Yeah. I said the link is right there. She can come on up. Anybody else want to come up? Y'all could come up.
You know,
I'm not like that. I'm not like, you know.
You know, what does a Delta sleeper mean? I've never heard that term. What does that mean? It might be something new I can use. What is a Delta sleeper? I want to know. That's exciting. I can turn around and be like, tell my husband, you're a Delta sleeper. He'll be like,
Purple said her husband calls the hogs at night.
That's what I'm asking, Purple. I want to know what a Delta sleeper is, because you know I'm gonna run around. You're a Delta sleeper. Don't you say nothing to me.
You a Delta sleeper, you?
Right? I'm excited for anything new. I've never heard of that before.
Me either. I want to know what it is.
Oh, when you can hear things. Well, oh, yeah. Oh, God. I'm talking about myself. Yes, I'm a Delta sleeper. I just learned something new about myself.
Sleep. Oh, that's what that means? Oh, wow.
Whoa, wow. Okay, yeah.
And when you're knocked out. Wow.
That's interesting. So I would say to that, yeah, between 2 or 4 in the morning, I'm in my REM. I know what that means. I'm actually really sleeping. Right. But other than that, I'm a Delta. So yeah, you can't make any sudden movements. It's over.
You're just up.
That's it.
Wow.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, I didn't know that. Very cool.
Me either. That's interesting. Wow. That's pretty cool though. Oh, shoot.
I love it.
Mm-mm.
Oh, Evelyn, I hope you come on, because I would love to understand.
No, I understand. Of course, I don't know what.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, that's my point. Like we can only go by what we read or what we hear. Yeah. So it still leaves you. I guess that's just why, it goes back to what, my husband said. Keep it simple. You know what I mean? You can't bite on everything that,
That's what they say in Narcotics Anonymous. Keep it simple.
It's true. It's true for everything.
In my first year of recovery, that was one of my sayings. I used to always say, keep it simple.
Keep it simple. And if you can't get that, one of my favorites, and my sisters and my husband and my kid, all of them, just think of Kenny Rogers. Think of Gambler. If you listen to that song, he's telling you everything you need to know.
No, I don't know who. Gambler and Kenny Rogers. I've heard of Kenny Rogers before.
That song Gambler, yeah.
No, I never heard of that. I'm gonna have to take a listen to that.
It's absolutely the best advice ever. Only discussing things, Evelyn. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Evelyn.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I get it. Yeah, I think we just all, have, we want some justice, and I think, again, we only can go by what we're told.
Yeah.
And then when you're left with an open ending, it's hard,
It is, because like I said, I've reached out to the uncle, but he'll message me back sometimes, but other than that, nothing there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, listen, it's when it's your family or whatever. Like I said, I mean, it's not.
Understand.
Yeah, and I'm not judging anybody. Again, it's just. I mean, I have to be honest. There's some stuff you just have to look at it for what it is. You know what I mean? And you can't always justify stuff. And that, I think, I'm only speaking for myself, you guys. You can't always justify things. Sometimes it is exactly what it is as it is. And, sometimes that's hard to accept.
Oh, you see Cha-Cha, what she said? Gotta
Oh,
know when-
Chacha knows what Kenny said. You gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know
Oh,
when
I've
to
heard that
walk
song.
away, know when to run. You never can
Yes.
show money. When you're sitting at the
I
table,
heard that
there's time enough
song.
counting when the deal
Okay.
is done.
I heard that. Oh, wow.
Kenny
All
was
right.
telling
I
us,
did hear that
oh,
song before.
love it.
Wow.
Exactly. Very wise
Wise
man.
man.
Listen, how do you say it, Chacha? Every gambler knows the secret to surviving, knowing what to throw away, knowing what to keep. Okay.
Mm. So you're gonna make me want to listen to that song later
Everybody
on.
needs to listen to it.
'Cause
I used to play
now
that for my kids, especially when they were teenagers and I knew they were about to fuck up on something. Oh God, you're not monetized yet, so I can cuss.
it's okay.
But when the kids were younger and they were getting messed up and doing bad things, I'd play the song all the time.
That's when they knew. Oh, mom knows.
Oh, they knew. They already knew.
Know when to walk away and when to run. Purple
I
know
love
it.
I love it. I would tell you to play it right now.
Read my chat. Ready?
Yep. It's the secret to survival. Absolutely. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. All of them. All the kids know it.
Wow.
That's great. Well, I love it. I love when we can vibe like that. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I was saying to some Cha-Cha earlier, I said, well, I don't know about anybody else, but I think everybody should feel like that about their subscribers and stuff. I said, I think this is the best team. I do, because there's no judging, there's no chaos, there's no drama. Like I showed you guys some embarrassing things on myself with the psoriasis, and no one made fun or judged me. You know what I mean? Like, y'all just gave me some good advice, and I just really adore y'all. I really do.
Listen.
I think y'all the best.
I'm excited to see your channel grow. I know I'm here to support you, and I know that it's if you keep the energy the way it is, and you keep control and protect over your house here, this is the place to be.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And
you know what I said to myself, because I don't want to, how some people be blocking people.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that on here, really. I believe everybody has a voice. Just be respectful. Everybody
100%.
has an opinion. Now, if you really getting like out of line, like that's a different story, but not just to block because I might not like what you say.
Right. Well,
So
that's the difference. I mean, there's a difference of,
crazy.
to agree to disagree and keep it moving. And listen, I mean, this sounds corny, but I'm going to say this really. The best gift you can give yourself is to remain teachable, even if it's coming from somebody you don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? And you don't agree with, but there might be something in there. But disrespect, that's a totally different thing. So people need to know the difference,
Right. You said it right. Boom. And it wasn't corny either, what you said. It wasn't, because that's exactly what I'm talking about. Because I be on some people's channel, they love the block button, boy. block that person, block. I be like, dang.
You know why they like that? Because it doesn't happen in real life. Like, think about how many times we would mute everybody in our own household. Boy, you said what? Push. You know what I mean? Like, that's not real life. This is social media. This is YouTube. It works. You know what I mean? But you can't do that in real life. So yeah, you got to learn how to accept people's opinions and voices, and and I do find myself sometimes having to say, okay, I can feel myself getting heated on something, and then it's like, no, the reason why is because you're immediately not wanting to listen. So stop it, listen, and then decide. You know what I mean? Because you might learn something. You never know.
So true. That's why I be like, give people a chance, you know? We could we could have different opinions. That's okay, you know, but I'm not gonna unsubscribe from you, or like, that's, people could be petty.
Yeah, but I mean, there's definitely a difference between being petty and just downright being foul, you know. And
Yeah,
I
that's
believe
true.
in,
Yeah,
I am a firm believer in energy, and you know what I mean.
that's true.
Energy transfers; it can travel, and if there's something negative going on, don't. That's not coming my way. No, thank you. So this is all good vibes. It's a beautiful feeling here. Your heart is gold. I mean, you just, not only are you excited, and you're, what I loved about seeing you the first couple of times was you remained so humble, where you were like, I'm here, I'm learning, I'm just getting this down, I'm just figuring this out. That goes back to what I said, Brooklyn, remain teachable, right?
Yeah.
And most people cannot humble themselves to even utter those words, you know. And that is not the energy that you put out, and it's a really cool place to be, and I'm so glad that you're here.
Thank you.
So I just want to say thank you.
Thank you. Y'all teach me, and y'all so patient. I'll be up here trying to get people up. Remember the first time I tried to get wait, let me hold on. Let me just see what they're saying. Yes, somebody wanted for me to read something. When said I have a block parties when a racist person. Oh, that's different. I feel you on now.
Oh Lord.
Y'all so patient with me, because do you remember the first time I was trying to get Stay Dangerous on the panel? And that took probably like God knows how long. Probably
Yeah,
like 20.
yeah. I was there. I saw it.
I was like, wait.
We lost we lost a good 4 minutes of you while you were trying to get.
I thought y'all probably lost more than that.
It might have been. It might have been. I might have clicked off and came back, and there you guys were.
It was like 20 minutes. But y'all
Lord
was just
mercy.
Y'all was so patient. Y'all still rock with me. Y'all, I was just like, look at us. Like, y'all could have been like, girl, bye. Next. Like, sis, get it together. But y'all was just patient. And like I said, I'm grateful for y'all. Thank you. You know?
Well, it takes a lot to be willing to put yourself out there the way that you are. So I can only just give my gratitude towards you, because it does. It takes a lot to put yourself out there. 100%.
Yeah. One thing about me, I'm a Capricorn. So I keep it. One thing about I keep it 100. You know, like, that's the only thing I know is how to keep it real and be honest.
Yeah.
But I'm also loving and caring too. Like, I'll do for you before I ever do for myself.
100%. I got nothing but Libra love.
My foster brother was a Libra.
Oh, I'm 100% a Libra.
And he was my favorite.
My sister's is an Aries, so that should tell you about her. Lord have mercy.
Aries. My fiance is an Aries.
Look, they are the most loyal. Like, but let me tell you something. Don't mess with an Aries. Don't mess with an Aries.
They stubborn. Hard-headed.
Say that again.
Because I could tell him something 1,000 times, but let somebody else tell him, and he'd be like, oh, y'all be like, you know what? You're so stubborn. And let's see what they saying over here. I kill them, God, love and good. Oh, racist. I kill them, God's love. There's something else. Cha-Cha said yes. A few days ago, he and Hollywood start chatting. Oh, okay, Cha-Cha. Let me see what they said up here. Oh, wait a minute. Because y'all told my celebrities.
Oh.
Will Smith, I can't believe him. Oh, he's another one.
Anyway.
Yeah, next.
You already know.
Yeah, we was talking about that was the first thing on the first live, but then that subject dropped quick when me and Chacha we started talking about Jelani and other stuff.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I don't know. I mean,
oh look, purple and gold's are Aries.
Mm-hmm.
She said Aries in the house.
Mm.
Capricorn in the house. Libra in the house.
Oh yeah.
Ow. Do you watch Power?
Yeah.
Do you know we're not getting no Tommy tomorrow? So mad.
Oh no.
We gotta wait till next week. And then there's only 4 more episodes, 50 Cent said. And after the 4 episodes, we gotta wait 6 months.
Look, they're taking off all the good shows.
They are. What's wrong with them?
I'm still devastated that they're ending I was gonna say Black AF, but it's Blackish. I'm still bummed. I'm so bummed.
I never watched that show.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's Black AF was the first one. Then Kenya did Blackish, and then he did Mixedish. So they're all good. Yeah. And they're all great. But I mean, we're just losing all, it's like finally you start getting some positive Black shows or even just, Academy Award winning shows, you know what I mean? That are like just straight Black cast, Black directed. And yeah, I don't know. We're getting the fucking Kardashians back. I mean, are you kidding me? I don't even understand that. You know what I mean? Not for nothing. It just pisses me off. You know what I mean? It's like, but I don't understand. But, all right, I'm gonna stop before Campbell gets flagged.
No, don't stop, please don't.
No, but it pisses me off. There's all these phenomenal shows, that have brought a whole new flavor that we've not had access to. You know what I mean? Since the who
I gotta
did
check that out.
But since the who did what he did and went to jail for it, we ain't had no Black shows
except for Empire.
Yeah, so we finally make a comeback after all this time. Now all of a sudden they're getting wiped out, and then we get the
Cha-Cha watches Blackish.
Right? Cha-Cha. Okay, right? Help me out. I'm like, Tracy, you gotta say something. Make it stop. Anthony, what are you doing? You're giving us back the Kardashians. You guys are bouncing. I can't handle it. I'm about to listen. Hulu's about to lose $12.99. That's what's about to happen.
You know what?
That's what's going to happen to Hulu. You're going to lose my $12.99 a month because of this mess.
And I said the same thing about Stars because we got after Force, 4 episodes to Force. Then 50 said after that he's Power. We gotta wait 6 months.
Yeah.
So none of the Powers we're gonna have to wait.
Yeah,
that's
but
crazy.
I mean,
I'm just gonna unsubscribe some Stars.
Think about that. Think of the moves 50 had to make this happen, right? Look at his history. Some of us still wear his wife beaters. Okay, we all know which ones those are.
Right.
Wear beaters, right? But look at where he's at now. But that's what I'm saying. Like, this has been the first time we've ever had Black directed Black shows like long running, and
terrible move.
I agree, Cha-Cha. It's a terrible move.
So wait a minute, they took Blackish off the air?
This is the last season, and they're putting the freaking freaks on again. It's like, didn't you guys have some occupied for 20 fucking years? Now you know what I mean? Like, now you guys sat there and said you're never coming back. Everybody was happy. The Kardashians are never coming back. Now all of a sudden you take Blackish, and then boom. Now all of a sudden they're coming back. It's freaky. It's gross. It's I don't even understand.
Yeah, because I heard something about the Kardashians is coming out with
but it's the same bullshit.
I don't watch Kardashians though. I don't
It's not even about watching them. It's that you like what are you doing? Like, if you remember what happened with the Braxtons, right? Braxton's family values.
Oh, today's Tracy's birthday.
I know. That's why I'm bringing this up. Remember when the girls were saying, like, look, if you weighed what was going on with the Kardashians and the Braxtons, shit just didn't make sense. Tamar said, like, we ain't even getting paid that way. You know what I mean? You got to remember what was happening even with that situation.
Yeah, Tamar was, woo, she was pissed. She was
You know,
pissed.
I was out of pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
She signed up with Mona Scott.
But here's my thing. You got Grammy winning. I mean, so come on, Tony is the icon of the icon. We all wanted to wear that cute little white shirt, you know what I mean, with the cropped hair. We all wanted to be able to look good like Tony did back in the day.
Yes.
She's on there. Like, let's forget about Birdman. I'll give her a pass. But my point is, they were running the same as the Kardashians. They weren't being paid the same. And let's talk about their history. What were they famous for? You've got an entire history of beautiful Black women that had careers from singing. You had Miss Evelyn. I mean, who would rather deal with Miss Evelyn than Kris Kardashian or Kris, whatever her name is, Jenner? Come on.
For real.
And Tracy had to go out like that. But think about it. Tracy had to go out like that. And like when Tawanda, all them came together, I just don't understand it. So it just pisses me off. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm losing my shit over it.
No, you
sorry.
good.
Oh no. Oh no.
You good.
I just don't.
I did I did a podcast.
I love that.
I did a podcast.
How'd you like it? Did
True
you like doing
crimes?
it? Good for you.
I named the True Crimes.
I love it. I have thought about it. I have thought about that.
How many? Oh, we got 7 people.
I don't know. I'm too emotional to do a podcast, you guys.
It was deep. I want to play it, but he knocked out and it's pretty loud on my phone. But
yeah, Chacha, you're 100% right. It was something that the family could watch, which is strange because we don't even embrace that anymore. And that's what we need in the homes, you know?
And you know, Tamar signed with Mona Scott after a while. She used to sign with Mona Scott from Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, well.
I was like, I don't know, that was a good move.
It was a bad move, but you know, Vince is sitting there going, go ahead, Ted Mar. Get what you get.
I was like, oh, you might as well be on Love and Hip Hop that shit.
Lord have mercy. Well, I can't wait to hear your podcast. I told you I would love doing one, but I'm too emotional. My sister will be like, pull the cord.
I wonder how I could put the it's so messy. You can't even put it on YouTube with anchors.
Even though it's your own podcast?
I wanted to download it or something, but no, I don't think you could. How can I put the link on here though?
You can put it in your you can put the link in your description of your videos, and then when you get your 1,000 subs, which you are going to get, by the way, you'll be able to do it on your community post.
Okay.
But for right now, you can put it in the description link of your videos. After every video, after every live you do, when you upload it, put the link in that.
Do you know, I don't even know how to get the link.
Listen, I already told you guys, I can't do any of that stuff because none of us will have a line. Everybody's phones.
I'm going to learn. Look,
die.
Listen, me and Google are cool. Me and Google. So I'm going to Google it.
Nope. I have no business messing with anything electronic to a certain extent. And I'm fully aware of my capabilities that I should not do it.
But it's, oh man. Oh, everything is a process. Oh, you have to have 4,000 watch times. I reached over 1,000 or something.
What is it?
You have to have 4,000 watch times with YouTube.
Oh, to get a community page?
No, to get monetize 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time.
Okay, well, yeah, because once you do that, then you'll be able to automatically get your community page. But I'm just saying, put your link to the podcast in your videos, and then after you upload it.
Oh, Where'd she go?
Don't.
Oh, there you go.
You're gonna be like, baby, my whole thing is down.
You only have to have 500 to get a community tab. Oh,
I thought it was 1,000.
Okay.
Well, that's even better.
Okay.
How there?
Oh, this thing is dying off, y'all. I gotta charge this laptop.
My phone's about to go out.
My computer's about to go out.
All right, Brooklyn. Well, I'll let you go ahead and do what you got to do. But it was so good hanging out with you today. That was fun. And everybody here.
We got to do this more. It was fun.
Definitely.
You go up and down. You there? I adore y'all so much. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank y'all just for supporting me. Oh man, God is good all the time.
That's what I'm saying.
All the time. Y'all just
all right, you guys.
Well,
listen, have a good night. Brooklyn, thank you so much. And we'll be here. I know that. So
yes, I might come back on tomorrow.
All right, well, we'll be looking out. So
yes, I'm gonna work on some podcasts. That's what I should do. I'm gonna do a podcast today, and then just work on some more stuff. And I will see y'all maybe tomorrow. I'm not gonna make a promise, but it ain't gonna be too long. Okay.
All right. Well, listen, you guys all stay blessed, stay protected.
Yes. Justice for Jelani Day.
For everybody that's suffering, you know?
Everybody.
Mm-hmm. All right, you guys, have a good night.
Good night.
All right, peace, you guys.
All right, bye. All right, the rest of y'all in the chat, Evelyn Johnson, you knew, cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha, ow. Hit those thumbs up, hit those thumbs up, hit those thumbs up. Thank y'all for supporting this channel. Y'all know I appreciate y'all so much. I love the maturity and everything we got here. And if you need help, Brooke, email me. I sure will. Who, me? No, little me. Good night. Good night, everybody.